Alright. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Pavel. I wouldn't have known that there was a microphone problem. It wasn't for you. Let's go and have a look once again at Atom. Open Atom. Alright. Starting soon. Yeah, so I liked what I played of Atom RPG, and it was a pretty cool game. And then decided to give it a try. I was trying to tell in the beginning minutes of the stream, and yeah, I mean there are some things that I would like to try later on after like maybe 2 hours. Something that I can try maybe alongside the game has a bit of flavor that I'm going to just maybe keep playing alongside this game. Also, I can give it a bit of roulette feel to it as I change to different games. So maybe I can play 2 hours of this and then the last hour or so I can play the other one. Or I mean, it can be a bit flexible. So you're suggesting level 35 survival for a dog random encounter. Okay, so how's my survival? Pretty bad. Let's just get it to 35 then. And then the rest, I think I'm going to go for melee weapons or pistol. Should I go for a pistol or rifle? My rifle's pretty bad. Thankfully my intellect is really high. Genius level. So I think I could go for pistol. Pistol is rather weak. I guess rifles and shotguns I mean I did get a shotgun, right? Martial art, I think I was able to quickly dispatch those critters. No problem, so I think we are in a pretty good place still. Got crafting some brass knuckles and it was pretty helpful. Stealth, I guess. Stealth, no, lockpicking could be pretty nice. Alright, lockpicking has been very important in Fallout games and I suspect that it's not gonna be different here as well. So I can go in. Sometimes this guy walks, sometimes he runs. Maybe if I click close to him, he walks. Okay, this is pretty intelligent. Because if you click nearby him, he just walks, which is not bad because, it's not gonna take a lot of time to get there. But then if you pick this place, then he runs, which is smart because, we want to get there as quick as possible. So this game has reached a bit of a compromise in animations and speed of character, which is pretty neat. Hopefully, martial at first. Okay, I do that. Wooden crossbow is time to increase throw. Okay, so crossbow is under throw, not projectiles. So this guy is the one to talk to. Before you stands an old man in an old and battered but clean jacket. He looks around 60 but hale and hearty for someone living in the West. I think this is maybe the Soviet Union uniform, officer uniform. I'm not so sure, but they do take a lot of these cues from the 1970s and 80s Soviet Union, and then now it's 2005 in the game time. But then of course time has stood still from the 1980s because that's when the bombs dropped. It's possible his real age is closer to 70. His strict face is graced with the brush-like mustache. What do you need, comrade? I got this little recommendation at the tavern, so even in post-apocalyptic world, recommendation letter or referrals do matter. Looking for work, you see. Interesting, let me take a look. Comrade Coverlap quickly scans your note. You notice that he holds it very close to his eyes. Seems like his vision isn't what it used to be. So, Katya Rezhenko believes you can be trusted. Maybe so. In any case, you made an impression. This recommendation not for me. So, read silently. So, you're looking for work. Ours is a poor village, but the head cracks its knuckles and looks you over, finally coming to a conclusion. Maybe I do have a job for you after all. You probably already heard about the bandit gang that terrorizes our village. Each month they come to collect supplies from us. If we don't surrender the goods, they rob and kill our people. We try fighting them, but to no avail. But now looking at your honest face, I've come up with a little plan. The head lowers his gaze again. It's hard for you to read him. He's either indecisive or just searching for the right words. I'm listening. The thing is, I believe there is a snitch living in our village. A traitor. A rat. I'm sure about this. Some made a pact with the bandits and keeps them informed of everything that goes around here. With that said, I can't imagine who the rat actually is, and the bastard himself knows me and the other villagers too well to get caught. When you hire mercenaries to protect us, the bandits somehow knew right away. Each time we make a little money on trade, they show up for their slice. Someone is renting us out. You're a new face in the region. It should be easy for you to earn the rat trust. Bring me the identity of this traitor. That is a job. Why do you trust me with the job when I could be the one of the bandits myself? Investigation, huh? Interesting. Commandant Coverlet walks up to you. Can I finally get the frying pan? Do you agree or do you decline? Give it to me straight. I agree. Where should I start? This guy is no nonsense dude, from what I can tell. Where do you start? Well, I start by telling you who I do not suspect. For one, I completely trust my fighting men, Yan and Petya, on the south and north gates respectively. They would not work for me otherwise. Trader Yashin may be a suspect. He's new in town and has a shady past. But he does so much for the village. He built his shop with his own money. He pays his taxes and he suffers from the bandits like everyone else. Dr. Mikoyan and old Semyon, I trust like I would trust myself. We built this village together, you know. They're good people, time-tested and loyal. Comrade Grankin, the village superintendent, on the other hand, is a cowardly, shifty person. But no, he's too cowardly. He'll never work with the bandits. It's much more profitable for him to keep his post in the village. The bandits should probably shoot him for laughs if we try to talk to them. Katya and Vasha Redchenko, the owners of the tavern, have no reason to be snitches. They'll never do something like that. And the others, I just don't know about the rest. Maybe you could give me some more clues? I suspect that the trader is a man and not too old. A person that travels from time to time but is known to be lazy. The head wrinkles his nose. These criminal types, they abhor honest labor. They think that only the low folk do work, while they themselves prance about like aristocrats. Well, I better start investigating. Okay, both scratch their heads. Okay, sure. Maybe some head scratching moment here for sure. I'm suspecting this chicken to be a snitch. Cluck cluck cluck. That's definitely a bandit code sign. That sounds like bandit code sign to me. Alright, so let's try to interview everybody. My quest log has been updated. Try to find the bandit rat for the village head. I guess the village rat is inside. Old man, yes, I wanted to ask you some questions. Any rumors around the town? Don't really listen to what people say, not my thing. Just more worries, that's all it can bring. Someone always gets killed or cut off somewhere. As I heard the whole community nearby got burned to the ground. How's that for a positive rumor? Okay. He gave me a rifle. Pretty cool. Okay. Check out some of these areas. Waste paper, corn, which can be... The gas crop from America became local favorite thanks to the agricultural policy of 1957-1959. Really? The corn came from the United States? Herbal mix. I guess they grew wheat, and then corn came later. A mix of questionable herbs. Alright, let's take a look. Pretty sure they won't mind. Wiki page with receipt. Oh, I see, I see. So only level tier 3 and 4 weapons required to have written receipt to be crafted. Okay, so you can just try and experiment. I get a compact cassette and I play the cassette onto the player. Is it possible? Oh, I guess it's not the radio? Take soap. Hey, soap. It could be another crafting material. I don't want to really try to experiment right now. These guys are workmen. I think they're not lazy. Before you stands a thin middle-aged man with a bony complexion. He's wearing a camo shirt, old track patch. On his head sits a Panama hat. His sunburnt visage protects immense boredom and fatigue. I don't know your opinion on the local bandits. The man shrugs his shoulders for no reason and looks down. Suddenly you feel like he's older than he appears. When he finally starts talking, his voice trembles. Those people are messed up. They are vampires. They suck the life from our village and the lands beyond. I despise them. But you know, well, me and my wife were traveling, we saw such brutality that those local bandits seem innocent in comparison. He looks up like a broken man, a quiet sad former member of the intelligentsia, but somewhere inside this timid man you sense a strong moral core. Thank you for opinion. Can I ask more questions? I'm listening. How's life out here? We work hard mostly, just been a couple of years since me and my wife moved here. In comparison with most other villages, this is a real paradise. In the name, Otradonye Suchet. I don't know what that means. The man looks at his blistered hands and quietly sighs. Well, it's a paradise by the standards of this crapsack world anyway. Tell me about yourself. This probably sounds funny to you, but I am part of the intelligentsia. What intelligentsia? I guess he was a professor or something? Intelligent man? Well, I was anyway. For the war, I worked as a columnist. Oh, okay, columnist. Journalist. In a small regional paper. I also took people on sightseeing tours all over the region. And tour guide too. But now I do manual labor just like anyone else around. I see. Well, that guy's not a snitch. Are you a snitch? I'd like to ask you some questions. The trader seems a bit underwhelmed. Are there any good rumors lately? Oh, my this caravan driver told me about this abandoned town. Yeah, he told me about this. Some supernatural stuff is going on around nearby towns. Oh, you need to remember where that is? Or recognize the place? Before you stands a short-leashed woman with a kindly face. She is wearing a simple dress. On her head is a linen headscarf which she wears like a bandana of sorts. I don't know what you think about the local bandits. The woman puts her hand on her mouth and looks around fearfully. It seems the very topic scares her. Those bandits are terrible people. I'm scared for my husband the most. He's a proud man and is not accustomed to being disgraced. Those bastards, they shake every coin they can out of us. Every time they do, it's like a knife in the heart to him. They are terrible. Those guns they have, they're not afraid to use them either. For them, killing a man is easy. It's nothing to them. I'm afraid that my husband will do something stupid one of these days and get himself killed. It scares me so much. The woman sadly shakes her head and wipes her tears when you're not looking. Doesn't seem like she's a liar. She really cares for her man and for the village itself. Don't fret, everything will turn out alright. Much new around the village. There's always something new in the village. Sometimes a cow gives birth, other times the water tower stops working. We also got a trader who just recently came to live here, right from the Pranos Zemeni city. Oh really? Okay. I tried that. It could be pretty interesting, and I do have all the requirements. Maybe I am missing gasoline or diesel. The woman approaches you and whispers in your ear secretively. Oh, okay, a secret. Also, recently, our tech specialist disappeared. He's one hell of a drunkard. Sometimes he gets on such crazy binges, it becomes scary. But this time, I'm sure he didn't disappear because of his bad habit. I think it's because he was bragging his last days in the village, bragging about become a millionaire. Quite the mystery, that, right? That's like something Sherlock Holmes would try to solve. Sure thing. Are any rumors? I heard from the other gals that there's this place called Algier. It's sunny all year long, you know, and there's a woman-only resort built there. Wow. Must be amazing to get some rest in such a lovely place. Just that my husband would never let me go. Even if he would, I would not trust him with the household for the time I'd be away, even if just a week. That's concerning. Now that's a trust issue. So this is, I guess, what she was mentioning about the water tower requiring repair, and I don't have the repair skills necessary to fix it. Might have to use a tool just like in Fallout to increase my chances. Can I get inside this building? Maybe I can try to look inside here. Before you stands a 50-year-old man. His rigid posture and his prideful expression contrast slightly with his shifty eyes. Shifty, eh? Seems like he'd been a small-town government official before the war. Comrade, comrade, might you be here to fix our water tower? What's wrong with it? The engine doesn't work and the mechanic disappeared somewhere, probably out drinking. Okay, take a look. That is great, and the proletariat will be forever grateful for your humble cooperation. The water tower is nearby. Please check it out. I believe you will be able to help us, comrade. Take it easy, man. I haven't fixed anything yet, but take a look. Yeah, so I've been there, done that. Couldn't repair it, unfortunately. Who's this dude? This looks like, you know... Oh, that guy. Sorry. His home is here, right? How about you? Oh, it's a woman. I better go to sleep. Is tired? Before you stands an older woman with a straight back and strict face. In her gaze you detect concealed sorrow and a glimmer of intelligence. I guess she is his wife? I'd like to know what you think about the local bandit. The woman noticeably shrugs, her gaze becomes suspicious and she steps away from you just in case. I hate them. The damage brought to society because they tolerate thieves can't be even measured. Just imagine how many young people these criminals are infected with their dangerous ideas and lifestyle. Oh really? Oh, it's random roll? I see. So it doesn't really block you out, just luck of the draw, huh? Okay, thanks for telling me that. I tried to repair the tower a few more times. A spark of hate burns in the woman's eyes, although her speech is very bookish. Very bookish. She seems totally serious about what she says. You doubt that a person with such strong beliefs would work for bandits. The head said he's suspecting a male. Please stay calm, just wanted your opinion. Now, can I ask you something else? Are any rumors? I don't follow rumors too much. In my opinion, doing so is trite. It's a shame. Well, I think much new around the village. Nothing special. A while ago, we had a military squad come to our village. They seemed like nice enough people, but they were not very talkative. It's a shame, really. Interesting info. Well, I should go. Before you stands a stocky, powerful man. Aged around 30. Okay, he has a plump face, an upturned nose, and an impudent look in his eye. He's wearing a workman's slacks and a tight t-shirt with the word rowing printed on the front in a faded sunburned letters. So he's fan of rowing. I'd like to get your opinion on the local bandits. Do they have a representative in the village? The man's face stays the same and he doesn't expose any emotions your words should have brought out. His manner stays the same and his gaze is still pretty saucy. Saucy. Saucy gaze. Thieves are thieves, what's there to say? They survived, that's it. He switched to the side, looks at you insolently right in the eye. They suspect someone inside the village? Is there a spy around? And why are you interested anyway, comrade detective? Well, what if I want to join them? Yeah, look. What if the one who's working for the bandit just left the village quietly, making no trouble for you or anyone else? Out of sight, out of mind, they say. And when you decide you're done with all the bullshit, sleeping on the rocks, stealing dog food and all that stuff, there will be a position available for you in our, I mean their bandit camp. It's located not too far from here in the abandoned factory. Sure, you let yourself exposed, sir. I don't know what his name is. Well, how do you like that kind of career opportunity? Let's make this perfectly clear. You're the village snitch, right? So this game pulls no punches. Whoa, whoa, his name is Rat now. Okay. It's very obvious now. Quiet down, man. Yes, that's me. Although I resent being called a snitch. I'm more of an infiltrator, you know. Got sent here by my group. Anyway, my proposition is still open to you if you're interested. I have a counter proposal. You'd pay me and stay silent about what I just heard. Stay here. I need to think for a while. I don't know whether he liked that. I think he's gonna disappear if I choose this because he knows that he's been exposed. You pay me and I stay silent about what I just heard. Fine, fine, you damn mugger. So much for honor among thieves. What choice do I have here? 50 rubles. 50 rubles, huh? I don't have any more. Thanks a bunch. Now you stay right here. I need to think your proposition over. Just think quick. I'm getting pretty nervous about Kovalev hunting me, and so I'll stick around here long. If I see you leave the village, don't expect to find me here when you come back. I made you at the abandoned factory. Sure, just don't leave yet. Jones, don't leave yet. Let me just get armed. Just in case. Oh, okay. I see you crawling there like a thief. Sorry. I thought it was for all of us. You know, communist society and all that. You know, everybody has all the amenities they share and whatever. So I need to make a choice whether to rat out the rat, or try to beat the bandage and then try to really infiltrate the group. Now, how do I holster my weapon? I'm not so sure how. For you stands the head of committee. Back already? In news about our plight? Indeed, I found your snitch. It's Grishka, the young guy hanging around the village. Got 50 rubles. I think that is going to play into future encounters with the bandit. Shortly. Okay. All I can do is let me just check the journal. The village mechanic is around, so I repaired the water pump for the superintendent. Did I repair the water pump? Let me see if I can repair it. If I didn't repair it, did I repair this? I don't think I repaired it. It says failure, so it must be fixed. Yes. Oh, I got it. Well, thanks for telling me that can be tried again and again, Pavel. Yep, I fixed it and it's running. I like the animations that, you know, indicates that it's running and fixed. Pretty neat. The old fella constantly looks around as if searching for someone. Upon noticing new, he snaps his fingers. So, how goes the engine repair? I fixed it. The deed is done. Oh really, comrade, I can't believe it. Is it true that someone in this world, warped by war and anger, had the strength and morality to lend a hand to a struggling community? It's a pleasure, really. Now, this is refreshing, comrade. Not many people these days get satisfaction by simply helping others and feeling the euphoric rush of a good hard labor. Thank you very much. He shakes your hand and pats you on the shoulder heartily. Yay, yeah, okay. I got some experience points. Yeah, okay. Level 3, and then I need to increase my martial and or first aid. Yeah, first aid. I guess that makes sense. Starting out, you need to know how to heal yourself. Oh, okay. New face. Before you stand a hard-looking man in an old sunburned shirt with short sleeves and hardy work pants. It's hard not to notice a white black mustache on his strict face. Hey there, can I ask you some more questions? The man eyes you moodily. He seems tense, but your charisma seems to put him more at ease. He lets his guard down, suddenly looks more shy and strict. Ask away. How's life out here? It's an okay living. We work hard and never dawdle. Now, is that great? Tell me about yourself. The villager lets his guard down a bit. I'm a simple man. I work a lot. Wish everyone would be like that. Work keeps all the bad thoughts away and lets you sleep better. That's true. You sleep better. Because you're tired. Let me tell you, drop your adventuring gig and become a farmer. At least you'll be providing some benefit to society. Think about it. Yeah, let's be a farmer. Let's start a farming simulator. What's new around the village? If there's anything new, I'd tell you, but things tend to stay the same around here. Heard any rumors? They say there's some cult in Krasnozna many city that helps honest folk. Sounds great, right? Still, I don't trust that kind of charity. Maybe I'm wrong about them, but it seems they have some sort of agenda, a shady agenda. Heard any rumors? They say there's some cult. Okay. Crossbow is 2 log, rope, and babushka scarf. Babushka scarf, which is what I'm wearing right now. Right? Yes, it is babushka scarf. It's a scarf for old ladies. Babushka. Do I have log? Yes, I do have a log. I need 2 logs though, which I have. And rope? Do I have rope? Yes, I do have rope. No, this is wires. Okay, I don't have rope right now. Maybe I can buy one from the merchant. So I rat the rat out. I saved, so let's get some more experience points right away. And he's gonna run away very soon if I exit this map, so I want him captured. Cobbler slaps his forehead, shocked. He looks angry but also sheepish, like he just did something stupid. Of course, it was so obvious. The man drift around here and there, never works for the benefit of the village, and all the time speaks in street jargon. I must be growing blind as well as old. Why, just a few years ago I would have spotted him right from the start. You're getting old, Comrade Kovalev. I don't think I should try to tease him. But now, when Kovalev strokes his chin, probably pondering his next step, you calmly await his reply. Finally, having reached a decision, the head claps his hands. He must dispose of Grishka the snitch. This much is clear to me, but how? I don't want to creep up panic. He must be disposed of quietly, unnoticed by anyone. I'd be glad to help with the disappearing. Well, Comrade Kovalev, that's your problem. How about my payment? You did a good job, you know. Learned the whole truth and revealed it promptly, although you probably had reasons not to do so. For your cleverness, a fitting reward, 250 rubles. I'm an honest man and pay for honest work. I wouldn't have it any other way. No one should forego the truth, even if it costs you personally, even if you lose your health over it, even if you end up with new powerful enemies. Yes, that is true. How did that old song go? We the people go hand in hand with the truth. Here's a little something extra. You earned it, and thank you again. Anyway, let's get back to our problem. Krishka must be dealt with. He must disappear so that he can never again work for the enemy. Interesting. I won't ask why, but that is good to hear. What exactly do you propose? Attacking him in broad daylight? No, no, and no. It will never work. I don't want to create a panic. The snitch must be dealt with quietly. He must appear as if simply decided to leave. Beyond the fence, there is an abandoned building. How about you lure him out there and silently, you know, do the deed? Rotten thing to do by my standards, but sometimes rotten thing is necessary, even if it means saving our little community from obliteration. I don't know how you lure him out there, but I grant you total freedom in your methods. After the execution is carried out, return to me. I'd like to speak more about our future cooperation. It will be done. I lure the snitch into that abandoned house, and well, you know, gotta go. Oh, things getting a bit darker here. Gonna be to deal with the trader. Yes, no quarters for traders, no putting in jail. There's no town jail. Darts. Okay, log, empty can, empty bottle. Nice. So you need to have some darts in order to fire with the crossbow. Alright. Let me see if I can buy a rope. Pretty sure it's possible. Or maybe there's a rope hanging around here, somewhere lying around. I just didn't look closely enough. But I do have some money, so I can spend enough to buy a rope, I think. Sorry, my friend, my price is already the best in the West. He's already selling some gun, custom sort of shotgun. Could be pretty interesting, yeah. Could be pretty damaging compared to what I'm carrying right now. Shovel's not too shabby either, 3 to 13. This definitely looks like it was inspired by Fallout, the rusty knife, and all these items too. wires, and I don't see any rope, unfortunately. This one does 10 to 15 damage. I'm pretty sure my rickety gun can do similar damage. 8 to 10 is a bit worse. Right. Let me see if I can make empty can. No, it's not empty can. It's 7.62 rounds. Can toilet paper. You've seen rope? Okay. Empty bottle, empty can. I need to find empty can somewhere. Maybe I should dumpster dive. On the way. Need to lure this guy out to a area somewhere. Wonder if he's gonna listen to me. Hey there. Listen, you don't have anything against going over to the abandoned building over there, right? The snitch looks at you suspiciously and eyes his surroundings. To gain his trust, you need to trick him somehow. Why would I do that? Listen, pal, two of my buddies are looking for a place to stay just like I am. They're squatting in the abandoned house over there. We should probably pay them a visit. The man comes down a bit and nods. So your buddies are in the abandoned building over there? I know where it is. Yep, they're not a trusting sort. If you go there alone, they'll hide. What am I supposed to do? I join you and call them out. Join me, my friend. Let me just buy a rope. Really? He has 2 ropes? Oh yeah, he does have... it's pretty expensive, but I guess this is why you're able to craft something. How about empty can? I guess if you eat the meat, then it's gonna be considered empty can. Anyways, let's trade. No way, he says. Oh, I need to get my rubs. I have how many rubles or rubs? I have 401. Not bad. Nice amount of change. So let's I think the other guy just went somewhere. I need to follow him. 2 logs, yeah, and then rope. Oh. I failed, unfortunately. I know the log. Okay, later I do that. Where did this guy go? Abandoned building somewhere. Not there. Where's the abandoned building? Here? Oh yeah, here he is. Save before crafting? Yeah, I should. I didn't realize. At least I hope this is gonna be enough. But if I not survive, then it's time to reload. The man looks around sheepishly and cowers from any noise he overhears. Poor guy. Oh, what's going on? Sorry man, it's nothing personal. You asshole, you lured me here to kill me. Well, we'll see who kills who. Ow. I'm already dead. I think I'm gonna bomb it. Okay, well, can I heal myself somehow? Oh yeah, you need to have a action point. Nice. Sweet. 3 swipes, huh? Slightly injured. I think that cracking some of my ribs at least has some humor. Ow. Almost dead. I go inside. I'm playing normal difficulty, by the way. What's that? Ah, I can't feel my right side. Does he lose any efficiency or proficiency? Almost dead though. Ow. He's dead? Very lucky. Not lucky. Oh, he's dead. Okay. I think I was pretty lucky. I need all my HP to do it though. Yeah, the sheriff. Thief passport. An ace of spades playing card under the picture. Someone has crudely stamped a single word. Crook. Dice. I guess this could be also something that you can use to play games with. Alright, poor guy. I just had to off him because of his bandit association with the bandit. I've been burned by the bandits before, so hey, another log. I can try to make something now. Crossbow. Waste paper. Okay, waste paper can be used to craft some ciggies. And what is this? Can I sleep? Interesting. Does someone sleep in here, or is this bed just for show? I think someone sleeps here. Only capsaicin and stimulants. Okay, I do have some stimulants, I think. Cast pyramid, right? This one. I think this could come in. I think this could be pretty rare. I do have stimulants that looks like. It looks like something that you see in a Fallout, right? Like Steam packs. I don't know where I put it. Healing items. Bottle with water, precious water. My yeah, my eyesight is not that great. Yes, I do have the caps. Cast pyramid. And I think I also have some stimulants that I took, but I guess I spent it or someone stole it. I think someone stole it. The bandits probably stole it after I made my first campfire. I couldn't do anything because it's scripted and was bound to be jumped. So I'm starting over again, and getting some healing items might be next order of business from the trader. I do have some robes, so I didn't create any panic. This guy probably knows what's happening. Not hurt. You stands a strongly built man. Hey, how are things? I've been better. This is my third straight day on duty. I believe you can, buddy. Think you could get me a bottle of beer from the tavern, but be quiet about it. I don't want anyone to see me drinking on duty. Seriously? Well, thanks. You're a real friend. Just hang on. Don't want you to die of thirst. Medikit and food to heal. Food? Yeah, that's a nice idea. Let me see if I can eat food right now. I think I had one. Canned food. Okay, so it's not canned food, it's toilet paper, unfortunately. Corn. Can I eat the corn? I guess I can't. Alright, time to save and craft this crossbow. And I need to also create some darts. Okay. Babushka. Okay. I failed. I guess they don't want you to. Delete save that? No. I think I'm gonna load this. Try this again. That guy has been killed by a guy who was wearing a babushka scarf. Open to logs. Okay. A pity. It's a pity, I tell you. Campfire, okay. Yeah, thanks for the tip. I think there are some campfires around here, for sure. Okay, so on the other side, a corn, a bush guy and rope. Hey, finally, good, good. It's a tier 1 crossbow, but you gotta start somewhere. Custom made, and it's pretty decent, 4 to 10. Pretty sure darts are cheaper to make and more plentiful when it comes to, you know, availability and cost and everything. Empty bottle. Empty can, empty bottle. Okay, let's buy some food. I think I'm almost at level 3. Canned meat. It's pretty expensive. And there's some more logs. I can probably sell some of these soap. Nope, not soap. Let me see if I can find a brick or something and then sell it. I do have some junk, but I guess they can all be used for crafting somehow. 29 rubles. They know. They know what kind of money is required to balance things out. Nice. Alright, let's get some more experience points and perhaps more money. I'd like to get some free healing, but I think that's out of the question. It's possible heals. Real age is closer to 70. Yes, yes. It is done. The head presses his lips together and nods. Without a word, he pulls a fistful of rubles from his inside jacket pocket and hands them to you, never once looking you in the eye. Here, 350 rubles. That's for the job. I thought I asked Petya, the lad at the north gate, to do this. He's got a lot of fight in him. I wanted him to look into the trader's eyes before killing him, just to understand what it's like. Maybe it's for the best, though, that you did it instead of him. 350? Thank you, this money is a great help. The head silently puts the money in your hands. You silently take it from him. It's blood money. So, now that the deed is done, how about taking a little more work? As you can see, we are honest people and we reward honest work. It's like you are made of money. A rare thing out here in the waste, I say it now. If you agree, the pay will be much better. Tell me the details. Fine, the bandits had their spy in our village. Now I want to have my spy in their camp. Since you've shown yourself to be a very resourceful person, I'm throwing the job to you. It'd actually be easier for you since you're new here. The bandits already know all my boys, but you could easily gain their trust and infiltrate their gang. I think the bandits actually took all my stuff, so they probably know what I look like. I was their victim. We need one of our men to walk into the lion's den. Can we be more specific? What is it that I have to do? Just work for them. Do what they ask you to do. Act like one of them. Just keep me informed of their plans. If I know what those bandits are planning, I might be able to come up with a plan of my own. I agree. Sounds interesting. Craft tier 2 crossbow from 2 tier 1 crossbow. Okay, you gotta make more than 1 crossbow. Okay. 2 scrap metal, 3 tin can, and 2 rope. Okay. So more ingredients that go into crafting level 2 or level 3. I need a receipt from the some other region. Okay. Great, now we only need to figure out how to get you into the camp. Did you find anything interesting on the body of the trader? Just this card. I heard the bandits are creating their own official document. Sounds like a terrible idea to me, but on the other hand, I still think like I did in the old life. Criminals now have much less to fear than in the old days. Yes, that might be just what we need. Try showing this card at the bandit camp's gate. I know for a fact that you may approach without getting shot. Probably. No, for a fact. And there's a strong possibility they would think you are one of their own. Yeah, maybe. I don't think so though, because my sweater. Sound dicey, but I do it. Just remember, I expect to get paid handsomely for this. Of course, don't even worry about that. I've never gone undercover myself, but I understand how difficult it is. You'll be paid well and the village will be forever grateful. Now let me mark their camp on your map. He already knows where the camp is. You give your map to the head, and after some consideration, he carefully draws a cross on the spot the bandit camp should be. After reviewing your map one more time, he hands it back to you. They're done. That is where those bastards live. Also, you might need a gun for the job. Check in with the armorer. He'll help you with that. Good luck. There's armorer? Right. I see. I need a little time to think it through, though. I got a new level. Can I increase first aid? And martial arts. Okay, the heal. Okay, good. I try to get healed. Rifles and shotguns. I go there in this speechcraft. Pretty sure I have to reach 100 with speechcraft or 99 if it doesn't go past 2 digits. Deliver the beer. Buy some cold beer. Hey, who's this? Oh, the mustachio guy. Leave. This plump-rose cheek feller keeps a towel in a hand to swat at the flies. His mouth spreads in a wide smile. And again, are you here for a drink? Or have you brought back my book? Yeah, he asked me for the book. Lord of the Rings, in fact. Reward. Okay, just a beer. 1 beer. I think it's around 12 rubles. 14 rubes. 14 rubs. Dot dot dot. A simple quest. FedEx delivery. A FedEx quest. 1 beer is ordered. The guard takes the bottle from you and drains half of it in a few loud gulps. He then tucks the bottle under his shirt. Thanks, buddy. You really helped me out. Take this for your trouble. Thanks, just didn't get caught. I got some experience point and I got some rubs as tip. So it cost me around 11 rubs, which is okay. Let's go to this mini guy, Mikoyan. After Constantine is deeply occupied writing something in a large old book, seeing you, he puts his pen away and crosses his arms. You again, young man, feeling low? I need your help, doctor. Well, what's wrong? Let me have a look at you. Maybe you can... Mikoyan checks your pulse, your blood pressure, even your pupils. Afterwards, he steps back and rubs his chin. He looks worried. I have a drug that might help. Open your mouth, please. Now stick out your tongue. Drink it all down. It's a pre-war mixture. It's helped many good people in its time. It's Benadryl. Or Robitussin. The doctor's wonderful pre-war mixture tastes like it's a blend of castor oil and whale fat. You barely stop yourself from vomiting it up on the floor. But a few minutes later, you actually do start to feel better. The drug worked. Oh, okay. Better to leave them to companions. Nice. Yeah, companions might be more specialized. Oh, yes. Yeah, grenade, so I might have to increase my throwing ability. Thanks for telling me that. Done and done. You're completely cured, young man. Please come visit me again anytime you find yourself in a scrape. Next time, you gotta pay. Thanks, Doc. Completely cured. With 5 more HP. Tonight, aim. Let's go to work. Now, where is the town armorer? This guy's gone. Is this the armorer dude? Hello, comrade. What news do you bring? Wanted to ask a few questions. What are you responsible for in the village? I'm the head of this fine community, comrade. Really? I thought the other guy was the head. I oversee the water tower and respond to the wishes of the villagers. Maybe he's a mayor. Without me, all of this would fall apart. You mark my words, it would. So you're the leader around here? Well, actually, Comrade Kovalev is a leader. The guy we just talked to and gave me a bunch of money. I work for him. It's just I don't know where he is right now. Working the fields, probably. Nice chillin'. So, how's it being in the village? Everything goes according to the development plan. Sure, sometimes we argue among ourselves. Yes, the bandits tend to keep half of what we earn. But nobody said the road to communism would be easy. The revolution continues. It's a long journey, salty with tears, sweat, and blood, but the result will make it all worthwhile. How things are in our proletariat village, a cosmopolite with no sense of commune will never understand. He's stuck in the old days. Old ways. But rumors, have you heard? Seems that your charming personality did a trick. The man looks around like a thief and gets really close to you. Saw it with my own eyes. One heck of a story, comrade. We have this trader in our village, a shifty fella, who enjoys acting like he knows everything. A few days ago, we had a caravan from Krasnosmeny city, and I saw how he groveled in front of the other merchants, begging them for something, all his pride banished, peeled off like shabby paint. Seems he has some skeleton in his closet. I knew it all along. So he starts to suspect the merchant is up to no good, or he just jealous. The influence of the merchant, because he keeps all the goodies and sells them at high price. Little tension here on the political element and the traders, the merchant. I got healed for 24 hit points. Very nice. What else can I do now? I need to infiltrate the factory at the behest of the head of Ultra Doye. I need to find bunker 317. Atom agent called Fidel. I need to head toward Krasnosnameny. Hey, KRC, welcome. How are you? I'm good. A bit well, I mean, I'm good. How about you? How's your week been? Thanks for coming. And I'm playing Atom RPG and also new game to be played later or tried later. There it goes. Here is Yan. And now I need to go to the factory. Let's save first. Pretty sure I'm rather hungry, so yeah, 200 is not too bad, right? Not too bad. The chat, let me try to get it up. I'm sorry if I have not made it work. Let's see. I'll be right back, folks. That, huh? It's not working? That's a shame. Testing. I don't think it's gonna work. No. Why is not working? You can see the chat though. Yeah, Pebble has joined us during his vacation. Perfect time to have a vacation, I guess. Very nice weather and all that. I don't know why it's not taking. It should be on the right side. Bring it all the way up. Maybe it's gonna work. No. Yeah, that's weird. I try to figure out a way to do it. Be right back. Yeah, I guess there's something wrong with the extension once again. Extension is active, but might have to test this thing out once again. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. Maybe testing some things. Not working. Wait, let me turn this back. Turn it off and on again. Hopefully it can make this work. Pop out. Please catch the chat. Now let's see if it works. Oh yeah, it's working now. Thank goodness. All right. Yeah. So the chat is back, I think. Thanks for your patience. Dancing Man, yes. Dancing Man has been used for a while. I think I should change to something else. Something from Wasteland. Yeah, thanks for telling me that. I think I should save anyways. The other day, GOG was complaining that I was running out of cloud saves space. And this is Overland map, which is very interesting. Ah, okay. So now I see. Oh, don't go there. This is like real time. Very cool. Scale is 1 to 200,000. And this is bunker 317. Okay, interesting. So I can just go straight to bunker 317 or go to Abandoned Factory and do more quests for the town of Ultra Dunoye. Yes, I can definitely still read your chat, so no problem. Friendly junk scavengers as meet the scavengers. This looks like Fallout 2 for sure. Isometric and yeah, it's pretty interesting for sure. Like how they try to continue the feel and the aesthetics of Fallout 2 and Fallout games. Yes, timestamps are very cool. The YouTube saves everything, and then you can see on the screen being stamped with time as well as the chat. So let's prepare Mamma Liga, Mamma Mia. Sorry. Eating some corn porridge, you can finally restore your valuable health. Does it go bad? Okay, I'm too weak, huh? I need to go to Krano Kameni? Sure. Oh, really? It does tell you, right? Okay. Atom. Mission. Find bunker. I guess the game tells you it's a bit too much, even though the game's difficulty is normal. I think the food doesn't go bad. Oh, you just eat it right away. Okay. Hello? Can I trade? Yes, I think that's one of the good thing. You can come back and then watch, and the chat will be up there as well. But you stands a man in a pre-war jacket. I found to be interesting myself too, because I sometimes do go back and check myself, and then kind of get reminded of some of the tips that you guys left. Very helpful to go back and then read some of the chat script. He holds on to the straps of his huge rucksack in one hand while playing with the rusty bolt in the other. His voice is distorted by the mask. Hey Boris, welcome. So you also attempted this game, Atom RPG. Yeah, it's been interesting so far, and I'm just starting out, so still in the surrounding area. It's like Shady Sands and Fallout. Welcome, Boris. What are you doing here? If you got anything to sell, do it. If not, get out. Who are you people? You people? We're the garbage collectors, claiming the ruins and what's inside them. We're sort of like this big cultural phenomenon of the modern times, or at least that's what I heard. He's trendy, he keeps up with the times. Anything new? When I was a kid, me and my mama went to a neighboring village to look at a two-headed goat. It was quite the attraction. Nowadays, though, it's a different story. The mutants, they're all around us. Came from the south, mutated insects bigger than dogs. But the migration won't last forever. What does he sell? Some beer? Probably not really cold. Empty bottle? Glass? It's immediately consumed. Yes, I didn't know that. I thought you save in your inventory to be consumed later, unfortunately. You can also prepare tea from endurance bonus and coffee for strength bound. I see. That's interesting. Gunpowder? I have some gunpowder too. Yes, look at me. He has 18 rubles. I can maybe sell some of the things. The hunter's memo is Very, very variable for some reason. 216 rubs. Oh, it tells you how to craft slug ammo for a zip gun. I don't know what zip gun is, but maybe I'm gonna come across it. Nails, a box, little box of nails. It's a bit of a typo in there. Some of them are rusted and some are bent, but they are still very useful in the waste. Okay. Right now I have this crossbow but no dart. And no bolt. Just for show and for scaring people. Yeah, the time I think in this game starts around 2005. I think the bombs dropped in the Reagan era, so 1980s. Been around 20 years, I think, and people are apparently they are out and trying to rebuild society. Pretty sure there's like really hugely radiated areas here in this game, just like Fallout. To be able to craft, let's see. I think I need empty bottle, which probably have. No, I don't have any empty bottle. Okay, I have empty bottle, but I think I need like one can or something. I have to still use this, right? Do I have ammo for this too? I'm not so sure. Right now I'm relying on this called Svinchaka. I think this is like brass knuckles or something. I don't have any ammo. 7.62. Actually, I do have ammo for this. Okay, let's reload. And I have only one ammo. Okay, one bullet. Well, I guess I gotta make it count. Yeah. I'm too weak to actually be involved in some heavy fights. This is how it looked like, and only get 10 save slot. This is like when I tried to attempt to play the game. Weight system looks unrealistic. Yeah, I'm pretty weak guy, so I can only carry 38 kilograms, and then I guess some of these are rather small, so you can still carry around like 0.08 kilograms. It's like 80 grams. Spider brain. This is supposedly what the spider brain looks like. It's like one of those brain monsters from XCOM. Anyways, or I don't know, from Heroes of Might and Magic 3, the what do we call it? The beholders. Wow, what is that? Looks pretty cool. They did a nice job of getting these loading scene pictures painted. This is a factory where I... Oh, what is this? Anomaly or something of interest. A car. Oh, you tried a dumb build like in Fallout. The game asks you to be competent enough to go on, but they allow you to make dumb characters. Perhaps now in the full game that has been released for I don't know how many years, maybe 8 years, they might allow you to play a dumb character, perhaps. We have some shoes. Old boot. Okay, I guess just take them all. Does it fit my tired old feet? Oh, okay. Not even the most desperate hobo would wear this old boot. Throwing it away is the best thing you can do with it. Really? Do I want to throw it away? You can actually use this as a weapon. No? I guess not. Alright, it's truly useless. But I keep it because, you know, somebody's useless junk might be others' treasure. So that's it. Nothing interesting. This one, it looks like a water tank. I don't know what this is. It would be pasta sauce, for I care. Can I throw a boot to the head? No, I'm pretty terrible at throwing too, so I might end up wearing one if I throw the boot. Oh, okay. There was a accident a long time ago, and I got some rubs. Okay, maybe I should save. There's some random encounters and could be pretty hostile. Actually, the game seems to suggest I can drive. That would be interesting. Driving like 1950s or 60s, or I don't know. I mean, 60s or 70s looking car. Oh, okay. So you can use it for something else. Game was autosave 4 times, folks. This is an important and critical area. Very dangerous. Hopefully my speechcraft is up to snuff. Animal potion. Interesting. You can also buy and obtain completed animal potion. Or being able to commune with the animals. Become one with the animals. Ah, the bandage. I feel like having a stroll. Bandage also want to have some stroll in the park. What is on the other side? This is a fairly large map. Oh, interesting. Oh, toadstool. Oh, what is this? Interesting building. Up to the side. Another tanker. Oh, okay. So this is probably something to do with the nuclear waste. And as you can see, all the... I don't know whether this is actually like the growth or the glowing radiation. The game autosaved, but then I tried autosave here, or manually save here. I think I save. Oh, you played 12 hours? Are you serious? Am I like 1/7 of the way? In-game 12. Oh, in-game 12 hours. Okay, I thought I already played 12 hours. I was surprised. This guy is armed. The mustachioed guardsman threateningly points the barrel of his assault rifle at you. Still water tends to become green. Yes, that's true. Especially when it's hot outside, like today. You want to enter, go through the main gate. Otherwise, I shoot you. No offense. Alright, sorry. Main gate it is. Is this the main gate? I mean, how many gates are there? The bearded man spits and threateningly aims the barrel of his assault rifle at you. Becomes gray? Oh my goodness. Gray is probably worse than green. Where do you think you're going, mate? Is he Australian? There's a main entrance. Strangers must enter through it. You better go there unless you want a blip between your eyes. Where's the main gate, dude? Oh, here? Oops. Ah, here. Okay. Just try to figure it out. He's running with the babushka scarf still. Oops. Ow. Yeah, so I cannot really rely on this game's pathfinding. I load. I think this one, right? Alright. Yep. I need to be careful, and then can you actually string string the movement orders together? I don't think you can. You just have to keep clicking. Oh, bricks! I'm a millionaire! Just imagine having to sell all these bricks to the merchant. Each brick costs like 12 rubs. And this might be equal to around, I don't know, a few thousand rubs. Maybe I can afford the power armor. What is this? I'm interested in this for some reason, but I think this is really nothing. Yes, pathfinding is very direct, just like in Wasteland 3. I remember in Wasteland 3 I was trying to go from point A and point B, and then there was like 2 pathways. And one pathway was filled with these traps, fire traps, and then the other one was kind of a long way around it. Of course, the game chose the shortest path, and we all got burnt. Before you stands a green-faced fellow in a black padded jacket. It seems that he really participates in the, what do you call that, really beat heavy music. I think he participates in those kind of things. It's just his grip on his assault rifle eyes you coldly. What brings you to this neck of the woods? I mean, traveling. This is how I stumbled upon this place. Remain silent. Can I show you my card? The old silent treatment, eh? I could kill you where you stand, easy peasy. Tell me who you are now. What do you need to know? Yes, hard base. Yeah, hard base. Yeah, hard base. Is hard base? Hard base. No, I don't know. Yeah, but then you're right. I see you're not too bright. You think I'm chilling by this gate because I like the view? I'm the fucking guard. Now tell me who you are. Calm down, just a traveler. I think you're supposed to pretend you're a bandit. So you're a traveler, eh? A real outdoorsman. What you brought here, Strider? Out with it now. This passport, yeah. This is what I got from the spy in the old town. The first time I visited. Does this piece of paper tell you anything? After examining the card, the goon smirks and comes a few steps closer, relaxing his hold on the assault rifle. I guess it does work. Got yourself a day's passport, I see. This is getting interesting. Where'd you get it? Krasnozameni? Krasnozameni? Sorry. Krasnoznameni. Yeah, where else? I think he's gonna ask where in Krasnozameni. Right, these cars only come from those hacks in the big city. I don't respect them all that much since our team isn't part of the underworld. Who are you all then? Us? We're the closest thing to legitimate law enforcement in this part. Our chief's already been talking with the Krasnozameni Chamber of Commerce. It's going to recognize us, their official wasteland strike force. Oh, it's a red banner. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, in one of the loading scenes I saw a red banner. I guess that has something to do with it. Somehow I see a lot of red banners. Your Krasnozameni. Soon we don't have to loot the homes of nearby peasants. We tax them all proper like. Haha. Didn't really come out right. Not just any punk will be able to join our mighty crew then. Mighty crew. I sure do love the law. Cool story, but I think a man with a criminal past is the right man for you. The brain knows your ranks are swarming with bandits. I sure do love the law. The man looks at you with a smirk. You got twitch real fast, man. I was just kidding. We always need your type around. So you gotta do something bad in order to get that thief's password. So how about that job? Go see Dan. Denisovich. Dan. About it. He holds office in that little house behind me. Tell him Kosei sent you and maybe he'll give you some work. Can I ask you something? Go ahead. Bricks are also needed for making shivs and suchatka. They're also consumed when crafting quality knuckle duster, tier 2 knuckle. Bricks, okay. The bricks. Alright things, my dude. He scratches his head. Well, I'm standing here keeping guard over the camp. Good clean air in these parts both day and night. Clean air? Sure. Tell me about yourself. I'm called Kosoi and I work for Dan. Started back before the war, just after I got out of juvie. Kind of a sad story if you think about it. Tell me about Dan. He's a heavy guy, not one of the highest ranking thieves, but he's a vision, a plan for all of us. To to loot everybody they can come across. I think Dan knows me because there's a short sequence at the beginning where I was jumped by a bunch of bandits and I lost everything, including my stimulant. It could act as a healing potion. So perhaps he's gonna recognize me. I might have to grow a beard or something or wear glasses. Tell me about this place. It's an old dilapidated factory. Hell if I know what they used to make here. Not that it matters. I think he was used to make old boots. Since now it's our base operations. Our small army rests here between missions to protect the local villages from trouble. I think he really believes in his mission. I thought we were the bandits in this part. What's news around this place? I always thought only idiots believe those stories about Atom, but the other day I saw a trip of their soldiers with my own eyes. They were passing through Otradnoye, and they weren't from Krasnozemeny or any other place I know of. Oh, really? So these are the guys we are tracking. Kosoi can be interpreted as slanted or inaccurate. Okay. Slanted eyes, I see. I see. Kosoi. It's a nickname. Welcome. Take a walk around the camp if you want. So I finally got my passport working. By selling, don't offer. What? He's a merchant? Bandit merchant? Wow. Nice tattoo forehead. You see a sturdy young thug. A sturdy thug sporting makeshift armor and provocative occult-like tattoo on his forehead. In his teeth, he clenches a smoking cigarette. A huge camping backpack rests upon his back. When he moves, a soft twinkling can be heard as if his backpack is full of small metal objects. He starts talking to you first. Hello, hey, hello, my brother in Satan. Redeeming my armor, are we? I totally understand. I'm very proud of it. Made it myself, I did. But this guy is definitely a fan of the occult. The man beats himself in the chest. His makeshift armor emits a muffled, brassy sound. Yeah, good armor. So you say you made it yourself? Personally, with these very hands. Okay, okay. The design of the armor was not mine, but I assembled it, and that's what counts. Building on north. Okay. So, I'm rather close, right? Can you tell me how exactly you assembled it? The man looks at you suspiciously, but then shrugs and gestures for you to come closer. I should probably ask you for compensation, but I'm too lazy. What does it matter anyway? We should practice doing good deeds simply for the sake of doing good. Not for the reason to pat ourselves on the back. We do that enough already, don't we? So, it tells you what resources you need, how to bend steel sheets, how to sew leather patches together with a makeshift bone needle, how to tie up seams, eventually how to make it all work. This guy is like the nicest guy I ever met in this game for showing me how to make like armor or something without being paid. And he has this tattoo on his forehead. I told you everything. Now you can try to craft your own armor too. Remember, you owe me. Yeah, try something. I need to digest all this new information. The side building right behind the gate. Okay, well, I see. Side building right behind the gate here. I have an inkling to save every time. Is there a quick save button? I'm sorry. I just had to check quick save button because I get a bit annoying. Yeah, there's a quick save, quick load. I can save scum, yay. F5 save, yeah, thank you for telling me that. So this guy is armed with SMG. This fella is armed and dressed like many of his comrades in the bandit camp, but one detail sticks out. On the sleeve of his jacket is a sunburned tag with blood type. Ooh, okay, so this guy is army dude. It obviously came from some sort of uniform. If some business, you better speak to my boss. Understood. There's not a lot of PC that save key. Yeah, nowadays they all have quick save, quick load. Auto save everywhere. I think this game is more generous with auto saves than Wasteland 3 though, which is interesting. Wow, okay. I wonder if these pictures are from some stock pictures available on the net. I think they just added a scar and changed the nose, added a mustache, and that was it. You stand a tall man in a dusty suit with a leather holster on his hip. He looks nothing like the other man at the abandoned factory. Also has a guitar. Man of taste. His posture is straight, his hair combed, his eyes radiate intelligence. Seeing you, he tightens a knot on his tie and says in a calm, measured tone. Yes, I'm listening. Are you Denisovich? The same. And who are you? Your real name, please. Denisovich looks at you straight in the eye, which immediately makes you uncomfortable. His frosty gaze seems to peer directly into your soul. Denis. The boss writes your name in his notebook, then looks up again, waiting for you to continue. I was sent here by Kosoi. It's about a job. Why did Kosoi think you'd make a good candidate? You're looking for a very specific type of person. A thief's passport. You're one of those types. Alright. Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. So, you're looking for a job. That's right. Can you help me with that? Job. He snaps his fingers. I do have a job for you, or let's call it a test. Go into the main facility, which you're using as barracks. Look for the locked door with 2 guards and talk to one named Shishak. He'll give you the rest of your instructions. If you're done, I'll be back soon. First customer sends me here, now I have to go to find this Shishak. What am I, a fucking mailman? That is a path. It's gonna soon lead to game over. Eager, are we? Come back when you're finished, and we'll discuss your future. Alright. Who are you, naked man? You see a half-naked thin man with an empty stare. So they did design NPCs, the type, you know, how they describe it in the dialogue box too, which is nice. He looks at you without blinking. His body is covered with different intricate tattoos, probably a prison origin. Hey, can I ask some questions? Instead of reply, the man looks loudly, snips, and spits to the side. He nods only after that. How's life, pal? The man snips again without saying anything. You lose all hope of getting a reply before he finally starts talking. His voice sounds like it's coming from far away. I'm like in a dream, man. After that night meeting, I decided to treat myself to some tranquilizers, but yeah, what are you asking me? Doesn't really matter, my man. Can I ask something else? Tell me about this place. Well, what do you want from me? Quit messing with me, man. I'm guarding the base, you know? The base which is in the old factory. What a scene. Can I ask something else? What are you busy with? I think he's trying to find some drugs, man. Yeah, I think I'm some junkie. I'm guarding the factory. I've got duties, you freak. I have a duty to walk around, you know? And wait, what am I even doing? Oh right, guarding the base, can't you see? Yes, they're nice to keep him around. Give me some rumors. The man limps up slightly and gives you a semblance of a smile. You notice his teeth are rotten, most are blackened, some are gone completely. Haha, ever heard of this hypnotic toad? I was watching on the TV. You know the channel Krasnod's many uses to brainwash local idiots? They lie about everything. Fake news, I tells ya. All media can't give us anything new, dude. Long live the thieves. Well, I'm sorry. Okay. I really cannot get anything off of him. He's more of a comic relief, huh? Red-headed guy near Backgate. Oh, this guy. Your tattoo on your forehead is impressive. Yeah, this is because worship demons. You get it, bro? This is no picnic, it's a serious matter. What did happen to you? It's a good question. Why, you interested? Of course you are. Demons are generous masters if you found the right approach. Talking about drugs. So this is what happened. I once set up a camp at the shore of a big lake on the north of here. Set up the camp, set traps at the perimeter, and then went to sleep. But as soon as I fell asleep, crazy things started happening. Continue listening in silence. You ever dream of sleeping while you're asleep? Well, that was happening to me. I was looking at myself as though I was outside my own body. Anyway, the real fun began when I looked at the sky and saw the morning star shining up there. Hesperus, people call it. It was so bright it was burning my eyes. The star and at the same time not a star. It was a cute broad, all plump and hot, and there was a rabbit and a dove on either side of her. There were poppies, roses, and some green bushes with bluish-black berries at her feet. My mouth opened so wide in my sleep that my jaw popped. When I blinked, there was suddenly no woman anymore. Instead, there was an ever-morphing kaleidoscopic vision. A horned demon with diamond eyes gave way to a fiery dragon, which in turn was replaced by a giant whale and then a ball of light. Curious dreams you have. Are you sure it's simple tobacco you smoke? Nothing but tobacco. Other shit just messes with your brain, and vary my brain very much. Disgruntled, the man clicks his tongue and blows on the puff of thick black smoke in your direction. Don't get me sidetracked. We are coming to a crucial moment. The voice in my head resounded like 1,000 voices in one. I'm the shape for the morning star. The very sound made me shudder. Not in a bad way, you know, like when you're hungover, but as if space and all its entirety was trying to enter me. Oh. Hey, Boris, thanks for coming. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. So I was squirming. Great Rushaver told me the end of the world that had come after the war was just the tip of the iceberg. Great cataclysms await our planet that will raise everything. It won't happen soon, it won't happen all at once, but it will be sooner than you think. He told me many wise things, many things, so many that when I woke up, I forgot almost all of them. Sure. I remember that I had this knowledge once. The things I did remember, though, oh, they were mind-altering, and I will never forget. I perceived the universe as a single point of infinite nothingness and simultaneously of infinite extension. Became this universe, became dissolved, or something like that, all thanks to that demonic epiphany. Ah, yeah, isn't this an actually obscure quote from the renowned English occultist Aleister Crowley? Suddenly the demon worshipper turns away sheepishly, licks his lips nervously, and coughs under his breath. What? What quote? Aleister Crowley? No, ahem. Never heard of him. I thought of him myself, or rather, great Rochefort told me. This story is worthy of the magic flute. Think what you want. I've told you what happened, or at least how I understand it. There's hardly anybody capable of comprehending the way his mind works, and no two minds are alike, as Horace or some other old dead fool said. You said that crazy things happen in dreams. Why do you believe this really happened? I just believe. If I didn't, what kind of demon worshipper would I be? This makes sense in some perverted way, I have to admit. You know, I don't care a bit for these mystics and this meta, what do you call it, physics. In my opinion, logical approach lies at the root of the most ridiculous and outrageous events in human history. In the subject. Let's trade. What does he have? Hair fur. Advice from the toilet 05 recipe. The snow will teach you how to make a second tier knuckle duster. Okay, I guess I need to buy this, right? Hey, Kelsey, welcome back. Still going at this. 142. So knuckle duster. I guess I can just see the wiki because this is only tier 2. What is this? Triple cologne, named for its 3 main ingredients, bergamot, lemon, and dairy oil. This perfume is called Triple. Many a man in the USSR dabbed himself with this unforgettable bouquet. Oh, thanks for thanks for vetting the bot. Yeah, they come around. I think it was a bot, right? Didn't even notice. Thanks for your moderation, though. Yeah, it's a tier 2, so I'm not gonna bother. Time to want me to go. Yeah, very interesting. That guy, he's definitely a drugged up guy. So this is all factory. I need to go to a guy called Shishak. I think I'm getting some experience points as we travel around and talk to different people. The slim, hairy-looking man is watching you silently. He apparently isn't going to start a conversation. Hey there, can I ask you some questions? Go ahead. We'll see if I want to answer or not. How's life? It's okay. Lost the body a while back. He went into Krasnoznameni to, you know, score some babes. Said he spent the night at some old hack's gas station on the way to the city. Nobody's seen him since. Did I go look for him? Nah, it's his fault for taking such a stupid route to town. If he got lost, then so be it. I also owe him some money, so don't bother. Like I always say, nothing's more important than friendship. Can I ask something else? He shrugs. Tell me about this locality. It's our base. We hold up here for good, just like in some fancy castle. Nobody can take us by surprise, not from any side. Yeah, so it's pretty well protected. Like one side there's a river and it's all like walled in. That's your point. What are you busy with? The usual. I go to meetings with other groups, rob the merchants, loot abandoned homes, and that's not all. The jobs just keep on coming. The range of activities. Tell me some rumors. Nothing to tell. I don't place my trust in hearsay. That's your point. Fine. Scrap metal to craft. Okay, do I have scrap metal? Yes, I think I do. Here we go. Scrap metal, and I have no brick. Oh, I have soap. I thought this was a... I mean, what's the difference, right? In the post-apocalyptic Russia. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah, so soap is a luxury item. It looks like a brick, so most people would not really know. Only the guys who are intelligent knows, just like me. Level like 10 intelligent guy. Soap is not a brick, no. Whistles. Okay, so whistling guy, let's talk to him. You see an energetic man. He looks around 25. He's wearing a simple jacket. Wait, jacket. He smiles at you when you're moving closer. Hey, can I ask you some questions? Hey there, wanderer. Ask all you like. I have nothing to do apart from chatting. The day's too calm for anything else. Life. It's okay. I left the guys I was hanging out with before, and thank God for that. My new crew, I don't feel like the scum of the earth anymore. Here in the factory, you're all men of higher purpose. Yup, there we are. So there's some lower rung of bandits that he was running with, and he left the group to join an improved version in a better positioned bandit about to go legit. It's a protection force. Now this is the start of some kind of I don't know, dare I say ranger force in the waste. And that's just great. Now, can I ask something else? Go ahead, tell me about this place. Look around, quite a place, right? Well, all of this is ours, you know. Me and the boys, we own it. Not bad, huh? It lasts a lifetime. Some guys are resting, some are on patrol duty. Now that's what I call living. I see. What are you busy with? What do you think I'm doing? I'm just chilling, thinking about stuff. All that while watching the pyramid so that nobody gets in without invitation or blood hole in the face. My day off, but I still stay vigilant. Yup. Why did you get a day off? All my days are days off. Students live life between exams. We live life between raids. Every day is a holiday when you don't have to mess anyone up. Haha. Question. Some rumors? Ah, a fellow connoisseur gossip. Respect, my man. Ever heard of the Shaking Forest? It's a place in the waste. Never been there myself, but people say it looks like an ordinary little grove. Nothing special about it, but some days trees that grow there start shaking without any wind. I once told this story to a scientist, and he said earthquakes only happen where the tecton some plates collide or something like that. But I grew up near the railroad tracks, and I can tell ya, you don't need no tectonic plates to make the ground shake. All you need is a heavy train to pass nearby. There must be underground train system under the grove. Trains made for the surviving members of the Politburo, or something even scarier. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting suggestion. Yeah, you feel like your company losing the man's tongue a little bit. He has something more to tell you. What story? Anything else you can tell me that is good? Well, you seem like an okay guy. Okay, tell you my origin story. Nowadays they call me Stas, but when I ran with another crew, I was called Stas the Knifer, a desperate son of a bitch. You know why I stopped being this guy and came to live here? Once after getting a butt cheek full of lead, I was sitting up in an abandoned building while the other boys of my former gang were investigating that same grove I told you about. None came back. I waited for a week. Not a single one returned from the Shaking Forest. Yup. Sounds creepy. I better go. Pretty dangerous place, huh? You don't come back from the Shaking Forest. Are you the guy? Oh, he looks like I don't know, someone familiar from some other game. The old man NPC portrait. Before you stands an old man with scruffy beard. He's gazing unhappily down at the wounded man lying in bed. The old man sighs from time to time as he looks over the yellowing bandages on his friend's chest and stomach. Greetings, sir. Can I help but notice you're in an awful mood? The man turns his sorrowful eyes in your direction. Hey, we are all friends here and all that shit. My pal Leonka got shanked recently. I'm watching over him. He's not the earliest anymore. The fever broke, so there's time for us to chat. What did you want? Somebody knife your pal over there? Yup, freaks is all they were. Sickos wandering the countryside, fighting us at every turn. One good thing is we killed them all in the last fight, but not before they cut up my buddy here. You seem like a straightforward kind of fella. You can ask him all the details yourself if you wanna. I see. What are you busy with? In my old age, field work is not that easy. I mostly help with advice, but once in a while I do something more action-oriented. Tell me some rumors. I have seen many ruffians in my time, but those three brothers they wanted to join us a few months ago. Damn. They're complete savages. Even the youngest was a total nut job. Then sent them on a test mission, but they never returned. And by gum, I hope they won't. Let's hope not. So there's some old guards who are more chill. They're more business-like, and they don't really want to stir things to the point of savagery. They have standards. This guy is lying on the bed. The man shivers slightly on a dirty bed. He looks up at the ceiling with unblinking eyes, breathing heavily. His broad chest has been softly bandaged with yellowing sags. My first stage is around 45 to 50. Kid, you're staring. I have plenty of holes in me already without your eyes drilling more. Just want you to talk, man. The wounded bandit lifts himself up on one elbow barely and looks you over. Well, what do you want to talk about? Who are you? Those who have a reason to fear me call Leonid Petrovich. To my pal, I'm just Leonka. Leonka the hitchhiker. I guess Leonid turns into Leonka to the friends. Nice to meet you, Leonid Petrovich. My name is... The bandit waits expectantly. Janice. Yegor the screwdriver. Hey, I knew Yegor. You're not Yegor. Bolshevik Bambula. Wow, this is an amazing name. Kogan the barbarian. A name like any other. I've heard worse. Thanks. What's wrong with you? The bandit laughs out loud. What are you, blind? I got knifed, you idiot. Knifed by a fucking kid. Ha. It happened a month ago when we heard some rumors about a gang of crazies heading for Otradonye. These guys are savages, animals. People like them burn villages on a whim. We don't want their fate for Otradonye. So these guys are actually trying to protect the village. So of course they do get the protection money. The village pays us protection money, yeah, of course. Of course we don't want anything happening to it. So we set up an ambush and waited for those fucks to pass. It worked. Right away we put down half of them in a storm of bullets. The other half though, goddamn, they're really crazy. None of them panicked. Nobody ran. Instead, they literally ran towards our guns, wielding knives and clubs. A couple had nothing better than pointed sticks. They got them all in the end, but not before one struck a shiver into my stomach. Took me by surprise, the dirty fuck. I was loading when he came at me. A crazed kid, nothing else. Messed him up real good, not gonna lie. I hit him so hard his skull shattered, but like I said, he managed to stick me like a pig first. And now I'm half dead. Anyways, the guys didn't leave me there to die, but I need a real doctor pronto, like the one in the village, Mikoyan, I think his name was. What are the odds of him coming all this way for a house call? Aha, like, it's wonderful that you got fatally stabbed. It's amazing yet distant country of India, they call it karma. The distant country of India, they call it karma. Oh man, okay, speak with the doctor, Arya. I mean, obviously doesn't trust you. Are you serious, pal? Because there's no reason to con a dead man. But if you're for real, I need to pay you well. All the money and ammo I got will be yours. Damn it, I give you my last pair of pants if you pull this off. I can't promise anything, but at least I try. When the man lifts himself up with much effort. You saved my life. I will you for the rest of my days. Okay, go find a doctor. I try, but I guess in this game, as with all the other RPGs, you cannot please everybody. And this guy, oh, actually is a prisoner. You see okay. Nimble guy who looks like a comedian. Howie Mandel, yeah, he looks like a Howie Mandel, 20 years younger. Nimble guy who keeps watch in front of some undistinguished door. He quietly talks with his comrade, but upon seeing you, waves his hand in salutation. He looks at you with a crooked smile. Hey there, Chief. Hey then, Sammy. Are you by any chance Shishak? So this guy Shishak. Looks at you with a slight grin on his face. Dan sent you to talk to Shishak. Well, let's assume that you found him. He told me to speak with Shishak about a test assignment. Very interesting. It would be even more interesting to Shishak if you tell him that. Or maybe you just did. I don't know. It gives you a mysterious smile. Listen, are you really Shishak? Your reaction is kinda odd. I don't understand, you playing me for a fool. Are you really Shishak? The man looks at you quizzically. Let's assume that I'm really Shishak. The key word is assume. Listen, my friend, now is not the time for jokes. I was sent here by your boss and he's not the guy to play games with. I can probably choose both of them, but then intellect is probably what I should be choosing because my intellect is really high. The assumption of having two correct answers in a question that has only one solution, a pure nonsense if I dare so myself. It's gonna really impress this guy. I guess just like in Fallout, high intelligence will give you more points to spend, which is gonna give you some options as to how to develop your character. Oh my goodness, bye! There's another option to just disengage completely. What? Okay, whatever. You need to talk to my neighbor over there, damn egghead. He points you to a man next to him, so he was not Shishak. Oh, okay. This guy's comedian, this is Shishak. Oh, he looks no fun. He looks like the the rotten version of the other guy we just talked to. The room beside the cell is storage, which is conveniently unguarded. Oh, nice. Probably get some bricks. Hi, Dan sent me. Are you by any chance Zizek? Maybe yes, maybe no. What did Dan say to you? Dan just told me to speak with Zizek. The man speaks and fixes you with a cold stare. At last, he takes out a bunch of keys and begins to reluctantly sort through them. Well, here I am, son. Zizek himself. Don't faint from all the excitement. Wait patiently. Zizek starts whistling to himself. He goes through the keys from the start, happy to take as much time as he needs, and maybe a little more. We need to unlock this door, son. And as you can see, there is a barrel's worth of keys on this ring. Most of them don't even open anything in the camp. They were just kicking around when I found it. Never got around to sorting out the useful from the useless. Hope you understand. Wait patiently. Zizek yawns and lazily stretches his neck. He then proceeds to search for the right key. He takes his sweet time, periodically grunting out a meaningless observation to the man standing next to him. Which is a quick one, I can't seem to remember. Excuse me, son. This is a bit awkward. Yeah, real awkward. No, silently. It seems as though Zizek forgot about the key, you, and everything else in this world. Slowly and deliberately runs his finger around the keyring, occasionally gives you a nasty stare. Finally, he removes an unremarkable brass key from the ring. Oh, here it is. Well, you can see how quick I am. No need for nagging, boy. Finally. A lot now. I need to, like, deal with this dude or something? Hey, hey, hey. Before you stand, Zizek. A square-built man with cold, cruel eyes. He's looking at a huddled prisoner with gag in his mouth. The prisoner is squirming on the grimy floor, trying his best not to look at anyone in the room. He's obviously in fear of a beating. Looky here, kid. We keep our gas in this room. He squats in front of the prisoner, who instinctively recoils and shrinks down on himself even further. Zizek then starts clapping his hand near the man's head in a constant rhythm. The prisoner winces with every clap. He was a little tense. His silence made no sense. I saw the little piece of crap and put him in a body bag. Ah, why are you so antsy? Stop shivering and look me in the eyes, you stupid fuck. Blinking uncontrollably, the prisoner raises his watery eyes to Zizek. The bandit clicks his tongue and clenches his large fist in the prisoner's face. The man flinches back, but Zizek only grins and dusts up his pants. He looks at you and spreads his hands. Okay, what a mean dude. He's a nervous fellow, a quiet type. Maybe because of the gag, haha. Who is he? Some schmuck from Ultra Noye. Talked up a storm about his money. Oh, that guy. The mechanic. So now he has free accommodations in a luxury apartment. Believe me, I was gentle at first. Just gave him a couple of chin checks, that's all. But the fuck keeps screaming here's nothing. He's bluffing, I tell you. Damn it, you're an asshole, Zizek. Wow, what an asshole. Damn. Yeah, like grade A. Maroon. Okay, what do I need to do? Your job is easy peasy. Look here. Zizek reaches into his jacket, pulls out a polished TT gun and hands it to you. Grip first. This is a gun with one bullet. The rest is up to you. Kill this idiot right away or extract a little payment first. I don't really care. Only the grave will fix what's wrong with him, dead or some vigorous abuse of vital organs. The prisoner looks up at you with a mixture of hope and fear. Zizek takes a couple of steps back and watches with interest. What happened to his mouth? Something's on his mouth. And the prisoner, do nothing. Oh gosh. I think I should have saved. Do nothing? You look at the gun in your hands, then at the said prisoner. Then you cross your arms and gaze silently at Zizek. He glowers back at you. What the hell is wrong with you? Do something. You wind up and strike the bound prisoner with the pistol grip. The man instantly pulls his head as far as he can into his shoulders. Zizek grins and winks at his companion. Look at this guy. Hey, this is the man who enjoys his work. The prisoner. You aim the gun at the prisoner. The bound man begins to quietly whimper and slowly crawl away from you. This is pretty serious series of choices. I don't wanna shoot anywhere. The bound prisoner is breathing heavily, shriveled up at your feet and staring down at the floor. Shishak is grinning sadistically while his companion picks his teeth with a match. Man, okay. If the prisoner and tosses his head from side to side in a naive attempt to make you stop, Shishak lightly yawns. I think that's enough, right? He looks at you with sudden dislike and says hoarsely, "Come on, go ahead and make me angry, son. What are you afraid of? Come on already. Don't stand like the proverbial pillar of goddamn salt." He's gonna die if I hit him again? Yeah, I think he's dead. You swing and hit the prisoner again. He takes the blow silently, but in the next second begins to crawl from your reach, weeping. Shishak takes the TT from your hands with a frown and bows over the hysterical man. "Alright, relax, fucking drama queen. Hey, Junior, come here, will ya?" The man gestures his friend over and whispers something in his ear, then slaps him on the back. Junior runs out of the room. "Now go, let's see what Dan has to say about this." Interesting what passes for a test around here. Sorry, guy. Let me just loot this place then. I don't know. Is this the guy I need to talk to first? Oh yeah, this guy. Locked. Gun was not loaded? Oh, I see, I see. That is pretty smart. I guess I'd be not joining the... I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I can talk my way out of any situation at this point, but who knows. I'm not gonna save right now, whispers. So he's just telling what it happened? That's too much information, move along. You see a man in a dusty suit with a holstered gun in his belt. Local boss. "Well, I brought you here. It's ready, I've done the test." "The test?" Then Oz extricates a notebook from an inner pocket and consults his mysterious notes. After returning it to the depth of his jacket, he says, "We both know that already. You're a curious case." "Why is that?" "You don't strike me as a man who'd readily beat someone in restraint, but it's not the actual fact but your motivation that intrigues me. Tell me more." So I supposed to, I guess you can refuse to hit the man and then still come out alright. Truth to tell, I didn't want to kill him, but I didn't want to look weak either. The beating of the captive was the optimal approach. That way I could have my cake and eat it also. I think it's possible to beat the information out of him. I guess I should be truthful. I don't know. Your honesty is commendable. Not wanting to stay in your hands with a murder, that is understandable. I can't help but share your opinion. You better have a good reason to resort to such methods. Still, you didn't refrain from thumping the poor guy a couple of times. Oh no. Okay, I had a different task in store for you, but seeing as you have such a stubborn mind, I'm giving you something else to do. Try using not just muscle, but perhaps even your brain. Tell me the details. I had a visit recently. 3 brothers came to me asking for a job. Just like in a fairy tale, the oldest was smart, the middle one was neither smart nor stupid, and the youngest was slow as a snail. All 3 were rather unpleasant, but not too horrible, what I call an average level of post-apocalyptic cruelty. There's a farm under our protection not too far from here. Its residents got a little too carefree, so I sent those 3 stooges to collect the tribute they owed. A lot of time has passed since I last heard from them. I need you to find out what happened. If they just failed the task and threw the coop. That is very probable. Your task is to find out what fate befell them. Understood. Where should I start? Here's the farm they're heading for. Ask the farmers what they know and whether they've seen the brothers at all. Give me your map, I'll show you where it is. You hand the map to Dan, he pierces a tiny hole where the farm is located, then he returns it to you abruptly. This is the place. You've got your task right, now go. I wanted to talk about the captive. What did you want to discuss? Who he is? What he's doing here? Or did you want to bail him out? Who is he? A tech specialist from Ultradnoye. He's an alcoholic, loser, coward, liar, and a phenomenally talented handyman. All in all, well-rounded individual. what he's doing here. My man arrested him after he bragged about being rich. Organization is kind of like the law in this part. We have a monopoly on violence, and in return we demand supplies. But this bastard wasn't paying his fair share, so now he's on the cell for the crime of tax evasion. Okay, so lockpicking is the same as repair, I see. There's a chance to succeed with better random roll. Nice. So you don't really get to... in Fallout, I remember if you fail multiple times, the lock becomes inoperable. But I guess in this game, there's also a chance of that, but then you can also try again and again until you succeed, which is nice and different from games like Wasteland 3, which is, I guess, deterministic when it comes to those skills. Can I free him? Sure, but not for free. Anyway, you look at it, he broke the law, unwritten law, but still. He needs to be kept behind bars while we investigate, unless someone shows up to bail him out, that is. What's the price of freedom, my friend? In cash terms, I mean. Depends on the seller. In that case, 500 rubles and he's free to roam. No bartering, no warsmithery, just money, pure and simple. Is there maybe a way I can take him off your hands a little more cheaply? What do you think, Denisovich? He's not worth your time, not to mention the waste of food. Yep. Solid point. It's not exactly rational to keep wasting resources on this clown. Okay, give him up for 250 rubles. That's half off if you do the math. Here it is. You cough off the cash to the bandit leader. He slowly counts it, repeatedly wetting his thumb with his tongue. Finally he nods, tucking the money inside his pocket and produces a slip of paper. He writes something on it and hands it to you. Here, take this note to Shishak and he free the prisoner. I think he has a high chance of being recaptured. But who knows? I mean, I guess these are the honorable thieves, not the crazy kind. So, I mean, there's a hard choice to make between the town and these guys. And these guys still pretty brutal, but then they do have their own code of conduct. And they're businessmen now. I'm annoyed, yes. Also, let's talk to the guy who we met before, I think. Redhead. This guy? I think I should save at this point. Where did I save? In game, day 1 and 17 hours. This is 12 hours. Guess I save here. You see a tall man with mustache dressed in a sports jacket. Oh, nice. Okay. That's good that he's able to survive. How are things in general? I'm alright. I recently got back from patrolling the area safe and sound. Isn't that great? And found something during my patrolling. It was so heavy that I barely managed to carry it here. That's what I call luck. Every time I'm gonna patrol, I find something. He smiles widely and closes his eyes. Probably remembering something wonderful. Or meet someone. It's good to be lucky. Can I ask you something else? Yeah, go on. What are you doing here? I used to survive with one click up north. Now I'm with the criminals. But don't worry, I'm not a bad guy. I just guard this place. There we go. Okay, you're just a skinny lad with huge blue eyes who watches you closely from under a red scarf that covers his face. His eyes are inexplicably sad. Can I ask you some questions? Hello, what do you want? The boy's voice is high, but he does his best to make it sound deeper, which only results in sounding more funny. Who are you? You don't look like the local folk. My name's Dima. I'm gangster too. Are you indeed a gangster? Have you been taking candies from younger kids or writing bad words on the farm's walls? Aren't you a bit too young to associate with gangsters? I'm not. I can blow your brains out anytime. The boy's eyes dart around. His voice cracks. Wait a second. You're hiding something. Tell me what's wrong. The boy shoots a quick look at the mustached guard on his side. He shakes his head, but to no avail. The boy pants, then suddenly lowers his head and brusquely tears off his scarf. Oh, and now it's a young woman who stands next to you. Surprise, my name is Evodnia, or Donya. Donya, interesting. If you prefer, I'm sick and tired of hiding. It's so hard to pass yourself up as a man. People side-eye me and steer clear of me already, as if already afraid they'd catch something bad from me. That was unexpected. Fix your shoulders? How can you shake your shoulders? Like a shrug? Don't need to be expected. The mustache guard shakes his head and readjusts his assault rifle so that it is more comfortable to grasp. Then he starts paying closer attention to your conversation. So I think this is what he was mentioning, meeting someone. The girl looks at him affectionately and turns to you. I fell in love. He was love at first sight, just like in fairy tales. I ran away from home with him. She points at the mustache guard and gives you a barely perceptible nod. It was until I saw the place I realized what I got myself into. Said I dressed as a man to be at his side, such as no gangster himself really. They simply were the first people he bumped into when he had no food or weapon. How did you meet? The girl sighs and lowers her eyes. It's hard to tell if she's happy or sad. I lived with my father then. He would repair cars and agricultural equipment. He did his best to fix what was broken, and I looked after the house and the garden. The mustache guard comes to you and holds the girl by the shoulders. She grabs onto his hand and looks back at you. Once our village had guessed, there were Sasha and his guys. They had heard enough through the grapevine that Denis Denisovich Dan was hiring, so they decided to join his gang. They set up a camp near the village and brought their car to have it fixed. Asked the chief for directions, of course. The mustache guard winks and says, I'm Sasha, nice to meet you. You nod in response. Meanwhile, the girl goes on with her story. My dad worked in the village car repair shop. They turned to him for help. While he was crouching under the bonnet, Sasha and chatted a bit. I liked him straight away, so did he. Then what? He told me stories of the wasteland and big cities and different villages and forests and mountains and people. People. He opened a whole new world to me. A world I hadn't known even existed. So this is a bit of Tandy, if you will, from Twilight. The girl sighs again and squeezes Sasha's hand tighter. My father would have never allowed me to set out on a journey, and I decided I'd run away. It was a spontaneous decision. I didn't think twice. So early in the morning, I got in the car, left onward to the sunrise. To be honest, you didn't treat your father well. The road is tempting, especially when you're young. Yes, that's true, and there's nothing bad about setting out on an adventure. Yeah, well, yes, there's also cons and pros. The time was right, but as you know, I haven't seen Dad for so long. He doesn't know I'm alive, that I'm safe. I did a bad thing. I left him alone and have no idea how he's getting on. Tears swell in Donya's eyes. Look, if I meet your father, I can give him a message from you. You must travel a lot. I can tell by the looks of you. Really, with my funny sweater. Please do, please. He's short, he's reddish hair, old. Just like the girl. The girl covers her face with her hands and sobs quietly. If I meet him, okay. I have a couple more questions. Where is he? Where can I meet your father? What do you do here? I help Sasha to guard the perimeter. I do some household chores. I do lots of stuff. Look how huge the factory is. Plenty of people means plenty of work. Tell me about this factory. There are all kinds of people here. Good like my Sasha and not so good like Shishak. And to tell you the truth, it seems the factory is on the verge of a clash between those two kinds. Oh, okay. I see. Yes, so there's a faction within the bandit camp. Of course. Any idea what the factory folk are up to? They want to secure support of the local residents and start restoring peace in these lands. A great plan if you ask me, but the methods they use, it's not for me to decide anyway. It's up to Denisovich, Dan. Okay. Can I get the same? Can I get a different answer? No, same answer. Alright, let's check out the containers. Let's start with this dump. Oh, brick. Finally. Yes. Yes, please. And log. Oh my goodness. Richer gets richer. Rich gets richer. Who are you, man? Across this dark shoulder is a simple yet expressive tattoo. The word Mama superimposed on a bleeding arrow-pierced heart. His meaty eyebrows almost connect in the middle when he sees you're about to speak to him. Hey there, can I ask you some more questions? Are you here to interview me about my criminal record? Yeah, I served time in the summer back before the war. So what? Excels. Ah, whatever. Get on with it. How's life, my man? I say I'm living like a lost, hungry dog, but I don't want to compare myself with some mutt. Man's best friend, yeah, right. Or like the best friend of any stranger who'd feed it. I say I'm living like a wolf. Yep, that's about right. Tell me about this place. One cold night, even a wild animal is a better place to lay its head, but all in all, it's okay. There was a factory here once, but the lads fortified it and made it livable. It's also great for surveillance. We can see all the surrounding lands from up here. Oh yeah, yeah. We freaking scrapped the metal scrap, that's right. Tell me some rumors. I used to be quite the rumor monger myself, obsessed with hearsay on a particular topic, and asked everyone about it. But nobody ever had any good info because the place in question was far away even before the war. But one day, me and the boys got ourselves a merchant from distant lands to travel with the portable safe. The bugger didn't want to open it, so the boys asked me to help him remember the combination. Of course, I started asking about my thing instead. Tell me, I said, is there still a city called Volodymyr near Khabarovsk? Khabarovsk? Is that a real place? The merchant didn't reply at first, but after some convincing, he finally gave me an answer. What did he say? Volodymyr. I don't think I'm pronouncing it right. Lives on only in local legends. I traveled near the place it once occupied with a Guangzhou caravan and couldn't spot even a single building standing. It's barren plain now, a place of ashes and some bleached rocks. That was his answer. You know, I should feel happy about it. My rumor hunt was finally over, but instead of getting all sentimental, I strangled the fucker and sank his goddamn lockbox in the ditch. Wow. Why? Oh, because Zavolsk was my birthplace. Yep. I left my mama there, left without saying goodbye. Deep in my heart, I always knew she'd never survive, but there was some hope. After that fateful interrogation is shattered. I still see the ashes and some bleached rocks he told me about, you know? Those ashes are what's left of my home, my mama, my older bro. That's why I'm telling you this. Don't go asking about rumors. Sometimes it's better not to know. The story could have been a bit more impactful if you didn't strangle the merchant. But oh well. Okay, let's upgrade this to level 2. Might be golden now. First, I need to save, because, of course, the rolls. Maybe I should just quick save this time. I'm getting some experience point as I'm talking with folks. Getting some new information, it seems like. Brick and scrap. Okay, metal scrap. Brick and scrap. It's really interesting that these icons are really large, just like in Fallout. But then they have two columns instead of only one. Oh, only one, right? Doesn't really matter. I think it's just gonna spend it and then leave one in my inventory. Oops. Yeah, I got through this a couple of times, it seems like. Or increase my crafting skills, whatever that is. Ooh, nice, look at that. That's some interesting setting. Crafting. No, I don't have the recipe, just have to wing it. Oops. I give it one more try. It's the 4th time the charm. Uh-huh. Red banner. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is all like blocked off. This is not water, by the way. Just the edge of the map. It's like a big mountain. Oh, nice. Yep. This is the Colossus that I know and love. Remember from Fallout. Nice. Okay. Ready to move on with a new weapon. Yeah, thanks for telling me the recipe, Pavel. Really appreciate it. And I think we spoke with almost all of the guys, and just need to go and raid the place. Raid the raiders. No? Okay. I guess I need to increase my skills here. My lockpicking is 17, which is pretty bad. Did increase it in the previous level up. Still ways to go before I reach level 4. This doesn't break the lock. Okay, well, let's move back. Maybe I can get my hands on one of the lockpicks and then have better chance of unlocking. Who knows? There's tons of bricks here. Maybe I can... Maybe they're talking about these bricks to become millionaire. So I need to go to a farm to track down the 3 brothers. Wonder if they'll be hostile or something bad happened to them. Yeah, I think this is easier. Way out of this place. Where is he? You can use tab to zoom in on him as he moves around in the map. Probably I'm getting hungry. Right. I guess this is the farmhouse. Maiden String Farms. This is actually not the farm. I need to go a bit further down. Right. Let's walk slowly. Whenever Waste Rider walks your way, want to talk to him? Sure. So far the game has been pretty straightforward. Hey, butterflies, nice. You see a tired kid in a protective face mask. He hides a pet spider in his pocket and screams out, "Hey there, what's your name? People call me Shmo Poshkin." Shmo. What's your job? I work as a grower. Some would hate such a life, but I enjoy it. You got it, I think. Where are you heading? Or where are you heading? I'm walking to Ultra Noye there. Oh, maybe I can meet him, perhaps, in the village. Just some time has passed. You heard something interesting? Ka. They said in Middle Asia there was a terrible serial killer known as Spectan. Menace towards both women and kids. There. Yeah, he's a grower heading to Ultra Noye. Interesting. Probably gonna meet him again. Interesting place with a lot of butterflies. Let's go and actually set up the campfire. Oh, it's dark. Maybe I should set up campfire here. Oh, nice. I arrived at a structure. Anything interesting? Yeah, okay. Am I really hungry? Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Pretty peckish. So need to use this and warm up some canned food. That's right. Bless Nicholas Appert for his invention. Despite the years that have passed since the creation of this can, your contents are still edible. You feel your health return to you. You gain some important culinary experience. Also know something about... Yeah, so your hunger got to 0. I'm gonna leave the herbal tea for later. Crashed helicopter? Wow, okay. If I come across it, then definitely enter it. Maybe I should have spent the night near the campfire. The time does move as you travel, which is pretty neat. And overland map music is so they're similar to currently junk scavengers. I think I just walked past them. I think there might be some hostile junk merchants as well. And look at this. What is this about? Auto saved. A tall, lean lad about 17 years old stands at the gate of the farm hidden behind the fence. He lifts his rifle in an uncertain gesture, hitting himself on the cheek with its huge wooden buttstock. There you are, man, or I shoot. Oh, you're fired, kid. Measure the lad with your eye in silence. The guy looks around in fear and lifts his rifle slightly. It's hard to understand what he aims at. A heavy barrel is dancing in his trembling hands, pointing to your chest, then to your head, then at under your feet. What's that? Why are you silent? Give me a single reason not to shoot you. Because I'm a simple traveler wishing you no evil. The tone of your voice seems to be having a soothing effect. The lad lowers his rifle, still uncertain, almost letting out of his hands as he does so. It's hard to believe it, man. I can see you're not lying. If you want to have a rest or have some food, have some goods to trade, you can come in. Father will see you. Terrific, but some guys have sent me here to ask about a group of missing people. Thanks for the trust, but if you don't mind, I chat with you some more. The guy looks at you dubiously. Who are you? The lad leans on his rifle as if it was a walking stick. Any shooter with an ounce of respect for his trade would have a heart attack seeing this. My name's August. I'm Dad's heir. Because I'm his only son. I see. What can you tell me about your father? You better talk to him yourself. I don't want to discuss him behind his back. It's not nice, and it's wrong. Okay. Cool. Alright then. That first encounter was interesting. These three guys Dennis was talking about, I don't know whether they arrived here or I don't know what happened to them. So let's get to investigating. You see a sturdy, broad-shouldered man in his 40s. He's wearing a long, hand-embroidered shirt and homespun trousers with a frayed rope for a belt. His expression is sullen and unfriendly, hardened by a life of work, and his face hasn't seen a razor in quite a while. Having noticed your stare, the man snorts at you. I don't know what stories my offspring has told you. His offspring. What you have told him to make him let you in, but we don't like travelers here. We are not a guest house, so spit it out and we'll say our goodbyes. Why so angry? I ran across your farm and thought, why not pop in and have a chat? Relax, man, let's just talk. The farmer stares at you for several long seconds, then casts a quick glance towards the shed where a rusty scythe leans against the unfinished wooden door. After a quick calculation, he speaks again. Don't try to scare me. Keep your shit together and perhaps you can have a nice chat. I'll be honest with you, I sent here to find someone. The farmer looks at you emotionless. So what? Go ahead and search if that's what you want. The woods are vast, thank God, but maybe you'll find what you lost. But why come here? This isn't a guest house. We have plenty of mouths to feed, believe me. We don't accept lodgers and don't need servants. It seems they were last seen heading in this direction. I said I was looking for someone. How did you know it was more than one person? Uh-oh. Gotcha. The farmer shudders at your veiled accusation. These are tough times, you understand. Who travels alone these days? Madman, no one else. Which is what I am. I travel alone. So it means the guys you're looking for traveled in a group, but I haven't seen anyone. Neither have my children. As for the wife, she hasn't left the yard in a month. Still, I think you misspoke and not guessed, friend. Listen, let's be honest. Farmer hesitates for a few seconds before sighing deeply. He avoids your eyes while speaking. Ah, what the hey. About a week ago, 3 fellers were passing through our woods. They acted like gangsters. I don't care much for I don't much care for such jerks. As well as for those who look after them. Satisfied? Now get your butt out of here. There are many places to shelter in these parts. I can't believe travelers never stop by, at least to peddle some goods. Your shrewd observation catches the ingenious farmer unawares. You're bettering our wits together. Ah, did I say they were just passing? Of course, they tried to get in here too, but no one opened the gate for them. And when August, my son, fired in the air, they scattered like roaches. Well, if that's your story, I try to tell Dan. The people I'm looking for wouldn't get spooked by a little gunfire. The man wipes his sweating brow and looks straight you into the eye, barely stifling his rage. At long last, he speaks, carefully enunciating every word. This is where you're wrong. They were cowards, all three. Despicable, revolting cowards. You can also attack. I thought you knew about those guys. Wait, man, can you explain what happened between you? The man's ox-like nostrils flare with rage. For a fraction of a second, it seems he will jump at you without wasting words. Yeah, let's dance. I got a new knuckle duster. But instead, he regains control, and suddenly he goes quiet, his shoulders drooping. Those three bastards killed our daughter. Sons of bitches. We lowered our guard. We were careless. We sent her to pick berries in the woods nearby, alone. Days were they. Farmer covers his eyes with his hands. His broad shoulders shake silently in grief. And they had the nerve to come to this very house, as if they could spend the night here, and I allowed it. Gosh darn idiot. I've been worried about my daughter, but I thought she's staying with Petovich and the Moonshiners. The man no longer hides his tears. Suddenly he strikes himself in the forehead with his fist. Such an idiot, such a fool. With no shame at all, these scumbags has to stay the night. They say they were heading south to Krasnoznameni. Okay, so it's in the south. Say they didn't like working here, wanted to try their luck in the big city. Then they offered to sell my wife a pendant. Masha's pendant. She told me so. I went out to the yard where they had pitched their tent to ask what happened, but I didn't need to. I overheard the scum talking by the fire about a girl in the woods, who they ravished, then butchered. Oh, I'm so sorry. The farmer lowers his red swollen eyes. He clenches giant fist until you hear the knuckles pop. I killed them, all three of them, with a butcher knife. Wow. The master melee dude. I cut the oldest guy open from sternum to groin. The middle one I cut his throat, and the youngest I lifted him in the air and smashed his head against the door frame, like that. The man's fist hits his open palm with a thick smack. Smash his skull to bits. The farmer slowly lowers his hands and again focuses his absent gaze at you. He looks utterly enervated, as if these painful memories have drained him completely. Did you at least find Masha's body? He sighs deeply and nods. I did later on. They had not even covered her, just a handful of earth on her face and body. I dug a proper grave, of course. You must have seen it already. I can't make myself visit the grave. I haven't really seen it. Maybe it's in the way. What did you do with the bodies? The man waves apathetically in the direction of the pigsty. Okay. Okay, feed them to the pigs. Sure. My goodness. Pigs are not picky eaters. What you put before them disappears, and quickly, exactly the burial for those three deserved. I can imagine it's not easy. The farmer nods. His anger and vitality have vanished now. He seems tired and listless. I believe in the rule of law, not backwoods lynching, yes, even in such a situation like this, but what's done is done. I see. I've got the information I need. Can I go now? Hey, I'm sorry dude, but Masha only got what she was asking for. Oh gosh, that's gonna definitely not end up right. Hereby condemn you to death of murdering the official representatives of the factory gang. I think even Dennis Soviet should be willing to distance himself from those goons. The man spits up to the side and shrugs. Now you know everything, so go. Report to whoever you like, doesn't matter. There's no escaping fate. See you later, maybe. Yep, so very, very unfortunate fate has befell the farmer, who I guess I don't think it was a punishment for not really sending the protection fee to Denis Denisovich, but things happened. And then, unfortunately, the daughter was killed. I feel you have time for this. Have you heard anything interesting lately? Many creeks here, as father says, are as foul as they can get, but ours is very clean. Water springs out from the ground not far from here. It streams right past our fortress, as you can see. You're the water man, you won't taste any better. Okay. So can I try to fill the canteen with water? Which could be a possibility. I don't want to really attack anybody. Maybe I should interact with the stream somewhere, but I don't know. Okay, there was yeah, there was a story that was relayed to me. I can come back and relay it to Denisovich, and there's the crashed, not chopper, but there's a crashed whole plane with a campfire nearby. Well, maybe take a quick visit over here to see what we have in this abandoned building, it seems like. And can spend the rest of the day or night. It was auto saved. With pump I repair. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. The gate guard audibly gulps as you approach and cautiously waves hello. Friendly guy. Oh, hey, you came from the moonshine, right? Petrovich just made a fresh batch. Oh, this is the moonshiners the farmer was talking about. He hoped Masha would be with. So you sell moonshines. Marco would be just the ticket for me now. The man smirks tentatively and lowers his gaze. Right, that's good. Come on in. Petrovich is at home. He'll sell you everything you need. You have a lot of clients these days. How's your trust? Hasn't gone bust yet? Well, there are always plenty of moonshine appreciators. You've nothing to complain about it. Drinking is the main local pastime. Now, if there's anything wrong with that, I like to have a few drinks myself occasionally. So there. Can I ask you a couple of questions? You can feel that the shy man has taken a liking to you. He can tell you much more than to any other traveler. Ah, well, sure, go ahead. What can you tell me about this place? Tell me about yourself, vagabond. Or just rumors. I heard about this disease. What's the name? Ah, a tricky word. Syndrome. The Krasnov syndrome. There. They say it's a horrible thing. One of my men seems to be suffering from it. I'm afraid to breathe when he's around. I'm afraid to breathe when he's around. What if I get infected? What are the symptoms of this Krasnov syndrome? How does it manifest itself? Well, I don't know really, because I don't approach my ill mate. But I have heard that this syndrome makes all intestines rot. The infected can eat barley and have blood streaming from their eyes. It's a horrible thing. Holy crap. I see. How are things going here? Well, there are always plenty of moonshine appreciators. So let's talk to Leonid Petrovich. This guy is not Petrovich, right? Hi, can I ask you a question? Looks away. Why? Well, hello, go on then, maybe you kill my boredom. How's life? I'm just living my life. Right now I'm peeling potatoes for moonshine. Then we start brewing. It's not the most riveting work, but that's how exactly I like it. Oh, okay, I see. You shot the prisoner, you send the collect protection money from moonshiners. I see. That's not bad either. Yeah, so farm, I guess Denis Denisovich kind of knew what's gonna happen with the 3 guys sent to the farm. So, you're right, he would have not sent me if I couldn't deal with the matter peacefully, like. They want the farmer to be alive, to keep collecting the money, protection money, and tax, so to speak. Can you tell me about yourself? What's there to tell? My name is Suryoga. I work the man. We brew moonshine. Sometimes it tastes tested too. After that, some develop a need to sing songs. Although in my mind, the word "howl" describes it better. How did you end up here, Soryoga? Petrovich invited me here before the ice of street, and this alternative promised much more advantages, so I didn't have to think twice about this offer. Tell me about Petrovich, if you don't mind. The man shrugs and puts away another potato. He's a solid bloke, a local ex-forester. I couldn't say anything bad about the fellow if I wanted to. Anyway, you can talk to him himself. Bye. Petrovich. Find the door. Yeah, looks like all the doors cannot be operated. All the doors remain either closed or open. Ah, right. Old man with a patch over his left eye is standing before you. He's wiping an empty glass bottle with an important look, turning it in his hands as if looking for stains. The bottle is sparkling clean. Yes, every good moonshine deserves a clean glass. Seeing you, he puts down his bottle and nods in greeting. A sparkle of curiosity flashes in his eye and just as swiftly disappears. His voice is scratchy, uneven with age, but still confident as he pronounces, "Ah, fresh face. Did you come to sample our wares? Get your loot out. We use a barter system here. We exchange moonshine for their goods. No robs. Although we sell it for money." Okay, robs are accepted, if you have any. With discount, I greatly appreciate it. Sorry, but you don't do discount, just a favor here. If we did, we'd have gone out of business long ago. Let's get a moonshine. Because we are here, right? Just, you know, tourist kind of thing. There's some onion too, onion potatoes. I don't know why he has onions, but sure. I guess it could be useful for something. Hopefully remember where to get onions if I need it. Moonshine, yeah, 16 rubs. I think I paid ransom money for our guy. So I'm down to 378. Used to have like around 650 or so, but now down to... Oh, guy on right gate is father of girl from factory. Ah, I see. Interesting. It's all connected. Very nice, very nice. I'm living by. So this guy is the factory. This guy is the girl's father. Or this guy is the girl's father. You see a frowning, slouching man of pre-retirement age. He's wearing a stretched sweater with greasy sleeves and thermal ski pants. His dirigible dark hair have vividly known only one brush, his owner's fingers. Hey mate, if you're here to see Petrovich, then he's inside the hut as usual. Come on in, don't be shy. What's your beef, man? Ah, just my personal issues, don't worry about it. I tried to do this. Tell me, maybe I can help. The man sighs and begins talking slowly as if the words suddenly became unbearably heavy. When the war was over, my daughter and I were survivors. My Dunya, yep, that's the girl. We came across a village that was being rebuilt, called Pushkinsky. And we settled down there. I can work as a mechanic. I repair cars and farm machinery the best way I could. And my daughter grew up. She started doing housework and gardening. She was very good at it. Even had surplus food we grew, so she'd take various cucumbers and tomatoes to the market and exchange them for other goods. Sounds like an idyllic family life. What happened next? The man licks his dry lips and sighs heavily. One day, bandits came across our village. I guess they wanted to extort Dosh or something. Where could he get the money from? You'd either use it as a potluck or... Anyway, when they found out there was a car mechanic, they made me take a look at their car. While I was laboring under the hood, one of them was playing footsie with my daughter. Crap, I thought. My Dunya managed to melt even the heart of a bandit. The gang decided it was too late to go back into the waste and stayed in the village. And come morning, I couldn't find my girl. That bastard kidnapped her. Continue listening in silence. The man sighs sadly and slicks his greasy hair with the outspread palm of his hand. So I've been looking for them a long time. Found their camp. Well, what was left of it. The bandits themselves weren't around anymore. Ah, I followed their trace. Saw many horrible things in the wasteland. I went through a lot. I found a factory not far from here that the bandits had occupied, but I couldn't get inside it no matter how much I tried. The guardsmen at the gate only told me that they had no woman there, but where else should I look for her? The gangs of the wasteland are uncountable. The grief made me start drinking. I came across this hut and sort of made myself useful here. So that's my story. That's my beef, as you put it. The man becomes silent and lowers his eyes. Maybe he went deep in his thought, or maybe he just has nothing left to say. Ah, well, I got unexpected use for you. I met your daughter. Right, no sooner have I mentioned her than you met her. Cut the crap. I'm serious, she lives at the factory. At first, the man is listening to you with distrust, then with animated surprise, and finally with feverish excitement. When you're done, he throws his hands in the air and almost screams. Exactly, exactly. You just described Anya to me, but how? Oh, I can't believe it. How is she? What happened to her? She's safe and sound. She's missing you, as it turned out. She and that bandit really fell in love with each other, and now they live together. The man looks at you bewildered. They fell in love? That can't be true. That's not how I raised her. You're making it up. Tell me how. Tell me now what really happened. Chill, the bandit turned out to be a decent fella, and you're done yet eloped with him because you never approved of them being together. I guess this first option seems to be the most reasonable one. Or it just comes into your vision, first thing, so I guess you're kind of trained to think that it's a decent option, or a reasonable option. I can just tell that she was killed, and that's going to be the end of that. But he's going to be very, very in dire straits then, very mentally unstable, I think. The man stumps his foot angrily. Yeah, he's gonna get angry anyways, as if getting ready to start arguing, but instead he only waves his hand dismissively. Well, if she really fell in love with him, if it's really not that bad, I wouldn't argue with it. I'm all for it. I run away like that, with a proper goodbye or even a living note, like disappearing off the face of the earth. He sadly pauses his lips and starts rubbing his eyes that have gone red. In the tone of a man's voice, you begin to hear unusual notes of complaint. It is she could come see her old man. I'm not allowed to go visit them at the factory. Well, now that she knows where you are, she might come see you. By the way, what are you going to give me for this news? I believe this will happen. Expect guests. Now it's time for me to go. Well, I don't know whether he has anything to give me, so let's go. Alright, I think that was pretty nice. That was interesting. Everything's tied up in this area before I go further south to the big city. I need to come back, I think, and then can I save here too? Nice, nice. I think this is more of another thing that Wasteland 3 used too. They used another layer, I guess, in order to provide overland map. I think maybe they got inspired by this game or some other game that tried a similar thing. Being followed by a small pack of hungry wolves. If you don't want to do anything, they will surely attack you. Enter battle. Okay, just wolves, right? I can punch some wolves. Am I ambushed? No, I'm not even ambushed. Then there's only one wolf. Okay, it's not too bad. To like, was able to escape a pack of them and then only one followed. Time to change and punch. Ouch, that's pretty bad. Nice, mighty shot. And there's another one. I'll run away. Can I skin it? Just wanna see. Can I skin this thing? No, I cannot. Good job. Running away, just like in Fallout. I wonder if the roads are going to provide me with more safe passage. But not during battle, I see. You're rather good at survival, so you hear dog yelping and humans screaming insults from a huge distance. You can walk on by, but you can also come closer and see what's going on. Uh-oh, I hear battle music. Almost dead. Who's fighting who? I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't really be bothering these guys. Wolfhound took 1 point of damage. Ouch. What's this? Man. Uh-oh. I think the wolf and the man is gonna fight out. Oh man, they're all dead, huh? Hey, wolf. I don't have any food. Sorry. Oh, this is the... Oh, okay, I see. Dog encounter. He survived, thankfully. A huge wolfhound is guarding a man's corpse, baring his fangs at you. He doesn't look as if he's about to attack you, but you better watch out. Despite his wounds, the huge beast can easily tear out your throat. Look back just in case. The owner? This guy? Oh yeah, look at him. He has like so many different things. Zubar's collar. His name is Zubar. Corn meat? Yeah, okay, I got everything to satiate the dog's appetite. And look at all these goodies. I almost encumbered. Gotta be careful. Tinfoil hat? Grants 5+5 defense against microwave mind reading effect. Wow, okay, I didn't expect that kind of attack might be inside this game. Tobacco, I can make another Siggy. And this guy is the enemy. And sharpening stone too. And almost encumbered, but still below the limit. The huge dog obviously doesn't feel too well. He licks his wounds tired and starts growling threateningly the moment he sees you. I'm your friend. You carefully stretch out the collar. The dog gives you an unkind look, then starts sniffing. Suddenly he calms down. Now he looks puzzled rather than aggressive. It seems you have indeed been able to medicate him after all. Here you go, good doggy. And I guess I give him a piece of meat. The huge dog looks at you, looks at the piece of meat in your hands. Apparently he doesn't understand what is going on. At last he snorts in a funny way and rarely takes the meat from your hands. He starts eating your gift bite by bite, looking up at you from time to time. Hey, who's a good doggy? You're a good doggy. Survival. Okay, so this is the reason for 35 survival skill. You squat at the wolfhound's side and starts watching him. From time to time, you stroke him or throw him a twisted snack to play with. It takes a while, but eventually the wolfhound barks cheerfully and licks your palm. You ruffle his fur and slap yourself on the hip as you straighten up. The wolfhound looks at you expectantly. Let's go, boy. And I got myself a wolfhound. Woof woof. Yes. Come on, dog. That's right. That's pretty cool. Let's save or just cement this encounter. Alright. Yeah, so that was the encounter. Thanks for telling me about it. Gotta go back for the road that I came from to exit. I think it's going to be a great help, but not as from what I can see from the battle, I don't think he's going to be as efficient or just mind-bogglingly strong like Dogmeat in Fallout 1. Damn. It's a toadstool mushroom cloud. Maybe I can arrange the positioning. The dog allows you to check if he's been injured. Fortunately, Zulbar's is mostly fine. Makes it from time to time. I guess he also gets okay. Stay close. I guess he can avoid enemies to help you to be stealthy. Gonna stay closer now. Although if I run, then I still have some distance between me and the dog. You can tell the good news to the girl and then talk to Dennis. Okay, so she has not cast off or re um, garbed herself. Donya stands in front of you. When she sees you, she casts a quick look around and takes her scarf off her face, revealing a broad smile. Look, I wanted to have a word with you. How about you drop the zero and get with a hero? Wink. News for you, I met your father. The girl's eyes go wide with surprise. She looks at you with hope and disbelief mixed in her stare. No way, seriously, where is he? Is he okay? God. Easy, easy. He was following you and almost found you. Almost. Now he works in the Moonshiners camp nearby and has no idea his daughter is so close. The girl looks at you bewildered, then almost jumps with joy. Father is in the Moonshiners camp. But that's so close. Oh wow, gosh, how is he? What's he doing? He's fine, misses you. As I said, all this time he never for a second abandoned hope of finding you. He's given up any hope of finding you and has apparently gone in a binge. Dunya sighs with relief and carefully wipes off a teardrop. I'm so glad to hear it. Thank you so much. We visit him as soon as we persuade the boss to give Sasha a day off. We go back to Dad? Okay. I don't think they're gonna just run away from Dennis, but occasionally visit. Oh, now you know where he is. By the way, what are you going to give me for bringing the information to you? Okay, let's ask. Oh yes, just a second. You deserve a reward for finding my poor daddy. Sasha, what do we have to offer? Mustache guard shrugs and takes his rucksack off his back. He emerges in it and eventually produces 80 rubles, 3 cans of stewed meat, and a handful of 12mm bullets. He hands you these treasures. Take it, please. You deserve much more, but this is all we can afford right now. Great, now I have to go. So I got some meat for dog. Dog can carry 5k. Yeah, that's cool. I also spend a day here if I want to, I think. I guess not. I think you can spend a day not here. Oops, sorry. Must be some kind of clock function. Here we go, rest. What time is it right now? 5:50. So let's rest for 3 hours. It's bright outside now. Okay, right. In front of you stands a tall man in dusty clothes. Ah, Yanis, what brings you here? Go to report. Go on then. I found out what happened to the 3 brothers. The master shrugs indifferently. Alright, report. The 3 of them killed the farmer's eldest daughter and got what was coming to them. The father killed them all. Dan's face turns grim. He clenches and clenches his fist several times before looking up at you. That was definitely an oversight on my part. Alright. Answer me this. The farmers know who sent those 3 idiots? No. I don't think he knew. Dan stares you in the eye, then nods uncertainly. Okay, I believe you, even though it's a very serious matter that could have potentially cost them their lives. In that case, they're in luck. What's next? Don't rush me, give me a sec. Dan gestures you to be quiet while he jots something down in his notebook, then he decides to acknowledge your existence. Listen here, you completed the assignment and you did well. I appreciate that. Here's a cut. The leader takes a bundle of bills from the breast of his jacket and hands it to you. 700 rubles. Very good money. Denis Denisovich. You know this was an easy assignment. I had to use all my diplomatic magic with the farmers. A little pay raise is in order. Not gonna happen. Yeah, don't feed me beans, you damn Cicero. 700 rubles is actually the right price for a job like this. Okay then. You take the 700. Then you send Snovich. Before you finish addressing him, the mob leader is going through his notebook searching for something he's written. He's not even listening to you anymore. Finally Dan nods at you and returns his notebook to his breast pocket. Oh well, fine. It's in the past, at least for now. Now I have a different assignment for you. You'll be happy to know that unlike your previous task, this one's foolproof. Even a dog could do it. Hey, speaking of which, I got a dog. Well, it's something resembling a human being, at least partially. Which should take much less time. You need to scout out a certain place. The so-called Roaring Forest, also known as the Rattling Woodland, the Rumbling Greenwood, etc. But this is a grove that the rather cheerful bandit was telling about. He was running with the previous gang and then those guys went to this place and just didn't return. I mark your map for you, but it's all legwork after that. When you get there, look around, take a stroll in the neighborhood, talk to the locals, find out why the Roaring Forest roars. Do you understand? What's the most popular theory as to why it's roaring? Underground railway, a secret bunker of the Communist Party, mutants, magic, you name it. I'm inclined to believe it's really disturbances of the Earth's crust. I cannot be certain. Why is interest in the forest? Rumors are true. There's a secret bunker, laboratory, or underground railway. I want that place under my total control. Simple, really. New level, nice. Okay, 25. I think throwing weapons. Right, let's try to go to Roaring Forest. Do I have the supplies? I think I do, because I didn't really use any ammo. At least this time I can try to craft some bolts. I can make it. Alright, time to save. I don't know how I got this recipe, but sure. Chance low. Okay, at least I got this. I got 7. 7 shots. Am I hungry? Yes, I am. Got some canned meat and ready to go. Go into the brave world. Or I can go to the South City. And that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be, I'm gonna return next week for more of this wonderful experience so far. Just need to go to this place first. And there's supposedly a guy called Fidel. Interesting. Hopefully the trip here is not gonna be too bad. Are any junk scavengers? Let's see. I think I can create more things by trading with them. Let's see what we have here. I think I need some logs, so let's see if I can get some logs. Interesting place. It's more procedurally generated area. Don't really see anybody. Oh, there they are. Okay. Some logs. Nope. Toasto. Could be pre-variable. Rotten toasto. Okay, I guess it can be rotten too. It'd be unadvisable to eat it even more so than a fresh toasto. Crumbles. Probably has some use though. No logs around. Maybe we can find some more at Crass Noves. No DA. Sorry for butchering the name of this town every time. Ooh, okay. Cassette? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I guess it's um, not really required. Anything critical? Do you see some cars on the road? That's nice. It's all broken down though. Nothing of note. Although I see some... No, I don't really see anything. Just abandoned. I guess this is where the game reminds you to save or autosave. Maybe you're halfway here. Halfway there, sorry. Yes, this is another interesting area to check out. And there's a bridge. And it's literally a fog of war. It's really foggy. You see an overgrown road leading into a small forest. Do you want to check where it's leading? Check it out. And bam, battle. Is it a mine? No, it's not a mine. Look like a mine to me. Oop, who are you, my friend? You seem to be carrying some automatic weapons, and of course... Ah, okay. Maybe it's a camp, and he's just... Or she's just guarding it? Oh, I see a kindred soul. Go on. I'm just protecting this road from alien invasion. Yes, I see your hat. Tinfoil hat. Okay, I just passed by. Okay, nice. You seem to pick out skeleton bench. Okay, let me see. You seem to be able to pick out some of the local fauna as much as Fallout games or even with Bethesda games even. You can pick out this toasto, but then all these other things you cannot pick or use as resources. It's nice that toasto is all by itself and not guarded by some insect. Ah, I see. Yes, I see the skeleton. Oh, knife. Nice. In the shack. And there's some newspapers, some old newspaper, and there's a shack somewhere, as you say. The new land too. There's another toasto. Okay. The one you are beside? This one? Oh yeah, okay. Thanks for telling me that there is more to this place. Labor's calendar recipe. I think we teach you how to craft metal bolts. Metal bolts, even better. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, okay. It's metal bolt, huh? Thorny armor. Do I have everything? Nope, I don't have it. Chances low. Bolt. I need to read it, perhaps? Note from Dan, rules. Use it, yeah. Hello hunters, everyone must read this memo, spread it around. I don't know what happened at Spetloyar Lake. Maybe an underwater volcano, or did a pre-war bomb detonate on accident? Or did the gate to hell itself press open? Anyway, the larger mammals are all fleeing the area and heading in our direction. We should take advantage of this opportunity. Go make some zip guns, shot rounds, and kill everything you spot rushing through the woods. Those zip guns. Alright. Very interesting. And another one. This one. Okay, cool. They have all this story behind the recipes, which is really nice. Something new. You can only say good things about the working class and their leaders. The folk calendar calls today Bjorta's judgment. The sky turns purple in the morning. It means that Bjorta, the beauteous patron goddess of the beloved beet, has blessed the crops, and the next harvest will bring a plenitude of sweet, juicy, life-giving beets. They really love those beets. However, it is believed that the moles, the arch nemesis of beets and therefore also our berry survival, are very active this day. Mole rats. Do not spare your metal bolts in the hunt for our despicable underground foes. Dear friends, I would also kindly ask you not to send any monetary assistance to Pitch Canyon's drinking establishment. I believe he has been stealing your generous donations. Sure, he says that he hasn't received a single ruble in all the months I've been writing these calendar sheets, but how could I believe such a thing? He's a liar, I'm sure of it. How do I know that you're sending me money if I have received none? Why? Because only brutal, filthy animals would read something interesting that was given to them for free and not make a donation. You're not animals, right, dear readers? Please forward all your future monetary donations directly to Comrade Mejnitsky of Vituria National Park. Is this for real? Right, so metal bolt is... Oh, I can craft it. But I need 2 instead of only 1, so I need to get some more metal scraps, which will come in like bunches, I think. Grayed out, okay. I can also set it. That's nice. I think that I have radiation poisoning. Yeah, I can hear the Geiger counter. Geiger counter. I've been poisoned, folks. I mean... I need some help. Oh yes, KP3. And there's some cars. Nice. And as you can see, there's some red banners. Bars mentioned that it's a literal translation of the Russian red banner. And he's coughing now. Oh no. 443. Yes. Bar right from the road. It's a bar. I think this is a bar. El Polo Loco. Yep, Cuban flag and everything. You see a rugged, grey-headed fellow bent over maps, compasses and rulers spread all over his desk. He sunk deep in thought. Oh wow, your command post. I hope I'm not disturbing you. The man's eyes stared up at you. For a moment he looks irritated, but this quickly changes to friendly, a bit slightly forced smile. He looks down at his maps again. No, I was absorbed in my work is all. He straightens his broad shoulders and groans softly as his neck makes a series of small puffs. What can I do for you? Is that funny? I was going to ask you the same thing. What are you working on? To be honest, it looks like a battle plan. Yeah, that's right. You're sharp. Where does this experience come from? Purely theoretical knowledge. And here I was thinking. Okay, I believe you're on your way to Abraham's bookshop. I won't keep you any longer. Good luck. But crap, okay, bye. So he won't really tell me anything if I don't tell him anything. This typical Krasno-Jameni knuckle-dragger eyes you with thinly disguised aggression. You start saying your hellos, but he interrupts your mid-sentence. Don't even think about it. I know you're kind, and no, I don't have work for you. Goddamn adventurers, walking around like they own the place. Wait to see what happens. He lowers his voice as if speaking to himself. Oh, the ho, I'm not from around here. When I give me a job, that's how I get you. Then you give them work and they either fail it or ask for twice its worth, and if you won't pay, they'll just rob you blind. I'm not like that, trust me, man. The angry fellow doesn't listen to your words. Get away from me, final warning. Bye. He's drunk. Are you? Hello. Strong man wearing a Central Asian cap is standing before you. He's pensively stroking small knit beard. Watching the bar patrons closely, he nods in your direction. Saludo! Welcome to my bar. My name is Fidel. How can I help you, amigo? Is that your real name? The man smiles and shakes his head. Of course not. My real name is Agavletov Iskander Ayutgan Asbertinovich Jr. You can call me Fidel. I don't mind. Why Fidel exactly? We play some Chiganins too. I dreamt of visiting Cuba since I was little, the Freedom Island. Perhaps you've heard of it? For obvious reasons, this dream died 20 years ago, but the nickname struck somehow. I guess Cuban Missile Crisis is what actually happened to its disastrous conclusion. That's why everything is like all busted up. Yeah, I guess that's about the time where could have happened. Then it's time of Reagan, so I guess it really didn't happen. But after certain decades had passed, did happen. Then the subject. Pour me something to drink. With pleasure, amigo. What would you like? We've got specialty cocktails, and we also have the classics, beer and moonshine. I warn you in advance, the cocktails we only sell for currency. Let's try one of the classics. Buy something from him. Let's buy... I think it only increases luck and strength, which is not that useful. I think that might... I guess all the liquor, yeah, does a similar thing. Let's go for tried and true. Oh, Cuban cigars, of course. How can I not try a Cuban cigar? Anything else? Say the password. What's the password? Your clear throat, and lean close to Fidel whisper. 'Tis the reason of highest form of sensibility. A traitor means a real man. Barman ever so slightly flinches, but otherwise does nothing to give himself away. Nonchalantly picking up a glass from the counter, examines it for stains and answers. It's better to die a traitor than live a slave. He gestured to a short lad running to and fro in the main hall of the bar. Kochia, you're in charge, my friend. I need to talk, and you follow me. Got it. That's right, Chief. I'm coughing, man. I need some help. Oh, I thought it was going to be some kind of stairs, but it's like a little room in the back. Fidel cautiously peeps behind the drapes and casts an apprehensive look around the bar. He made sure no one is doing anything suspicious. He turns to you with his hand outstretched. The coast is clear, amigo. No eavesdroppers. He gives your hand a firm shake. As I told you before, call me Fidel. With whom do I have the honor of speaking? Good day, Fidel. My name is... Fidel is listening attentively, though his watchful eyes are slowing down your figure. Apparently the agent is studying your ways. Janice. The man looks you in the eye and slowly nods. Yes, you're telling the truth, Janice. Understand you're here about the lost expedition of General Morozov. I'm afraid I have to disappoint you as myself know nothing about it. Although perhaps you've already managed to find something out. Tell me everything you know. He listens attentively. He doesn't interrupt nor offer his own comment. When you're finished, he removes his hat and pensively runs the palm of his hand over his bald scalp. Yes, the only thing clear is that nothing's clear. Huh. Yes, it's all rather sticky. So it is. Alright, we need to examine this issue thoroughly and figure out what's going on, while also getting in character and running errands for the locals. Main thing is to avoid raising their suspicions. Wait, did you say we? Fidel gestured theatrically. I am coming with you, amigo. Together we have a much bigger chance of finding things out. Besides, I'm sick of this work. A man of action, a man of adventure. Here I'm tied down to petty spying in some watering home. We're going to look after the premises. Fidel dismissively waves his hand. My student Kocha Kostya. He's a bit of a scaredy cat, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. You won't lose the bar. Alright, Fidel, let's hit the road then. Perfecto. Just let me get my belongings. Right, gather as much stuff as you can. Alright, so Fidel joins our little group here, and half company. Oh, okay, I see. Personality 7 and 300 rubles. Let me see what kind of personality I have. Oh, 7. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah, Janice might be able to get another party member going. And it's radiated. Even death? Okay, I need to get it fixed somehow. Okay, I think that's a good stopping point. Got Fidel and the dog. Wow, what a progress. I think I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. I'm still wearing the funniest sweater. And Fidel is wearing his funny cap. So, I mean, I'm wearing funny cap too, scarves. And then we got the dog called Jolbars. Maybe it's Russian for dog meat. Who knows? But all in all, pretty nice start to the game, and you know, pretty cool. Pretty cool how they designed this. Hopefully they keep it up with this town that we're about to enter. And fortunately, you can see what's inside. It's a pretty big town with big building. Probably they have different districts, because I see the walls extending to the fog of war. So that's pretty cool. Most of alcohol can lower. Oh, really? Alcohol can lower 150 radiation. Maybe I can try right now. Although, maybe I'm not going to be in a fighting form. And maybe try to lower it around 200 to 300. Because right now I'm at 140. So I'd like to drink something. Let's go for pre-war Gorica. Not vodka, but Gorica. Yeah, let's trade. Also chat. Let's drink away our radiation. Because you're going to urinate your radiation away. It's like a bit of a impromptu, what is it called, rat away in Fallout. It's pretty cool that they actually I can try moonshine. Oh yeah, you can see that this negative 115 radiation but plus 15 toxic. Hopefully it's something I have to balance. What's this? Horned smell? Okay, cool. Plus 10 radiation too. That's why I got radiation from eating some canned food or the local local meat. Meat. Okay. Alright, that was a pretty good start to the game, I think. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm really surprised how well it runs. This game came out in 2017, 3 years before Wasteland 3. So, but then it really looks not that bad at all. I mean, it looks pretty, it has everything that you can ask for. Water lowers poisoning by 75. Okay, so you can kind of balance the resources out. He's still coughing. Poor guy. Yeah, alright. Okay. So I guess I can just try a bit of, well, I guess it's kind of late. So I guess I come back next week. And then I probably learn something more about the game that I'm gonna try, and then play both Atom RPG and the game I mentioned. So yeah, it's a great start, and I'm pretty happy about where we are. And thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate it, Pavel, KRC, and I think it was, I don't know who actually was also in the comment section, but yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate it, and I can hope to see you off next week. Okay, so yeah, thanks. I tried to make some progress here and see whether so I can make the. I mean, I don't think I can make the amount of progress that I did today. Thanks for your help, but yeah, I try to keep playing this. I do like what I see and what I have done so far. So yeah, Alright guys, I'll be signing out. Thanks for coming, and yeah, see you next week. Appreciate it, and have a nice week, and take care.